2, 1. Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, it's week 4, Thompson Street Stadium. It feels like we've been on a playoff run for 4 weeks now. Dallas, Del Val, Selinsgrove, and tonight, to top it all off, no consolation prize, Doug. It's Shamokin. The Indians come into the war at the Shore tonight. Both teams 3-0. I know expectations are high, but the bottom line is 2 juggernauts teeing it up tonight.
2 great teams coming in at 3-0. Always, how did we get here, Nate? You talked about Jersey Shore. Shamokin win over Pottsville 27-13, and then 2 consecutive shutout wins over Lake Lehman, and last week over Shikellamy 49-0. So the team hasn't given up a point in 2 consecutive weeks. We're watching them warm up, Nate. They are big physically. They can run. Logan Steele, Chase Pencil. They can fly down the field. They have athletes. This is a legitimate 3-0 versus 3-0 team here early in the season, week number 4 at Thompson Street Stadium.
You know, it is just like you said. They got a sophomore quarterback right now in Logan Steele, and I saw something on Twitter where he's literally dunking a basketball, sticking his elbow in the rim. He's only 5'10", about $160, but super scatty, quick, a mirror image of Elijah Jordan, just a little younger and still maturing. And like you said, they've got weapons at tight end, wide receiver, and thunder and lightning in the backfield and their running backs. So we'll get to more of that as the evening unfolds, but it's going to be a great night.
It's going to be a great night. The thing with Shamokin over the past couple of years, I think it's 5 or 6 consecutive years, they've been 5-5. They've been good. They've made the playoffs, but kind of penalty prone, kind of fall apart when they get behind. This Mark Persing coach team, Nate, will not do that. This is a legitimate team, probably the best potential team that Shamokin's had in over a decade. Should be a great matchup here tonight.
I agree. Shamokin's always had athletes. You know, I can think of a game a couple of years ago where 4 kids didn't make the bus trip because they were being disciplined. They had talent. They've figured it out. They were really good last year, went to the Eastern Conference and did some good things, and they're just building on that legacy. So tonight should end up being a really good contest. So we're going to go back to commercial. And listen, tonight you're going to, the first segment here, first of all, thanks for subscribing, hitting the like, hitting the click button to become part of the Bear Country family. But you're going to hear the Tom Gravish interview this week and some of the things about the Rutgers trip last Saturday and just the big win against Selinsgrove, and looking forward to tonight. 7 p.m. kickoff. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at insurejerseyshore.com. Eberhardt State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Caring for customers with old school values. That's Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it Ex-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. all at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 at the Pine Creek exit. From fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
Nate Carpenter, Coach Gravish, week 4, coming in hot off the press, 3-0. I know you're thinking about being 1-0 at the end of this week. And
that's right.
Shamokin's up next. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you. And, Shamokin has a great football team, so, it's just a test to our manhood. They're a 3-0 football team. They played really good offense. They really started to come on hot last year. We had a difficult time in the first quarter with Shamokin last year down at their place. Practically their whole team returns. So we're playing the same football team. They got a lot bigger. They got a little stronger, a little quicker. Pencil's been playing, I think, for 6 years.
It seems like that,
you know what I mean? But he's a really talented player. They have a really good coaching staff, and, we look forward to the challenge. So far, our guys have had a great week of practice, and, it's a very big football game for our Heartland Conference standings. And, we always we don't like to say what happens in the end of that season, but we like to be playing football in November in Jersey Shore.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. I always say if you're still practicing at Thanksgiving time, you're deep into the end of the season, and, you've got some things to really be proud of. But, coming off last week, I don't want to just talk about Shamokin. I want to talk about, the preparation for Selinsgrove. Selinsgrove came into Jersey Shore last week. I don't think I've ever seen a crowd quite like last Friday night. I mean, it was an orange out, and, I need to buy an orange shirt, but it was an orange out. It was incredible. The pipeline, the Annis Fort kids were coming in. You guys were gearing up for a Saturday trip to Rutgers. So tell us about just the vibe Friday night and some of the things you guys were able to do to really be successful.
Well, we had a really good week of practice, so I think we set ourselves up for a good performance. I really believe how you're practicing, you're setting yourself up for playing the same way. And so it's always special walking out of that locker room, even before we go out for early outs, to look on the street out here and see people on both sides getting lined up to enter that stadium in the different ticket booths. That's special. And I talked to our players about that, too. Said, look at those guys when you go out there. We got big lines, we got big crowds, and the youth program's doing a fantastic job. It was just great. Just makes chills go up your spine on the way out to see all those young kids, young cheerleaders, young football players, all their parents, and then a sea of orange up there, supporting, Max Single and, the Max Single family.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible, and it just goes to show that there is really something special about Friday Night Lights in the 17740 Halo here in Jersey Shore.
Sure is.
Let's talk a little bit more about Shamokin. I think what I like about Shamokin, if I wasn't a Bulldog fan, is the fact that they had some 4x100 guys that were really athletic this year. They got a thunder and lightning punch in the backfield. They got some big, strong linemen that aren't oafy. They're not, they're quick. They're sort of agile. Of course, you talked about Pencil, but they've got another number 4, Logan Steele, who's a young guy who's doing some nice things at quarterback.
Yeah, he does. He's a very accurate passer. He's a very dangerous runner. And he's a little bit like Elijah. He moves around. He's got his eyes down the field. He can make big plays. So you got to know where he's at, and you got to contain him in a box and not let him get outside pass rush contain.
I think one thing I'd like to talk a little bit about this week, we always talk about, in the preseason, we talk a little bit about the secondary and wanting to see some maturation there and the guys kind of gel, and that Malk's out with an injury. But some of the guys stepping up, and one of the keys to the secondary, I believe, gelling is when you run a 5-2, you sell out. So in that 5-2 defense, you're on an island at cornerback out there. Can you talk a little bit about the evolution of the secondary?
Yeah, I thought our secondary has done a really good job. We had to mix in a bunch of different pieces to the puzzle for this year's team. There's been guys who played in games before, but having a much bigger role now. That's why we try to go to, those Penn State and Pitt competitions, because you're going to face great wideouts, tall wideouts. Everybody likes to throw the ball down the field on one-on-ones. But our guys are doing really good. I don't know If we matched our turnover, output as the Del Valle game, Del Valle had some really good wideouts, and we came up with some big interceptions. And we're going to need some interceptions and some turnovers coming out of that secondary this week.
What would you say is one particular thing that you have been pleased about coming into week 4 with the offense, and maybe just some maturation or development?
Yeah, there's more guys talking and communicating in the line, what their assignment is, or you start playing some teams like Del Valle and Selinsgrove, and they give you, it might look in the stands that it's a similar look, but a guy has just a little different leverage this time based off of this down. It's a run down, it's a pass down. Hey, your back is set to the right, to the left. You got 2 wideouts or 3 wideouts to a side. So these teams are really good teams, and they're well coached. So they got some flexibility, and I like the way our guys are communicating what they're seeing out there. And, we got to keep doing that, keep growing like that. And if we can block a little longer, I think we're still capable of playing better offense than we've shown to this point.
Yeah, and like you said, you like to throw the kids a bone once in a while, and you like to give them, like to bless them on the back end of such a big commitment to the weight room all season. And we talked about Friday night. If you guys have any needs, people can contribute to the Booster Club, find ways to give, or just to give you guys a love offering, because you do travel. You do a lot of 7-on-7s. You do the Rutgers game, which you came off last Saturday. What was it like to get up to crack of dawn and head out to New Jersey?
Well, it's great when you win on Friday. And most of the times we've made these trips, we've always been on the winning side. So that stiffness that you have, or your alarm's going off at 3:25 to get things going and get moving, and with what you got to get done when the kids start arriving at 5 o'clock to pull out at 5:30. But that's all fun stuff. That's fun stiffness right there. And what a great ride on the way down. It was a great bonding day, as it always has been. But I would rate this maybe one of our best trips we've ever taken. We got to see one of our own Jersey Shore Bulldogs in Hayden Packer. Hayden had a workout, so he couldn't see all the players. He could only get permission to get like 5 guys inside the wrestling facility, the training facility and complex. So I went with him, and it was unfortunate we couldn't get everybody in there. But what a fabulous facility at Rutgers. Hayden's doing fantastic for the people out there following Hayden. Academically, he's just everything that a Bulldog, we would want a Bulldog to represent, in a community where he's at college. He always says the right stuff. He's always doing the right stuff. He does the right stuff when no one's watching, and that's good character. So we're just nothing but excited about what he's going to be able to do in wrestling this year. We had a fantastic tailgate, thanks to all the parents and all these donors and boosters who come in, who dedicate themselves to make sure we have a great tailgate. We had, I don't know how many dozen chicken wings, about 40 dozen chicken wings. We went for that little Rutgers Inside the Performance Center tour after some of the older kids who were wrestlers and worked out with Hayden. When they came back, our young, I call them Gino's cheesesteak freshmen, they woofed all those wings down there. I think there were 7 wings left when we got back. So,
well, that's it. That's the protein intake. But, I can't think of a better segue to wrap this up, but to say tradition it never graduates. When you have the Packers and the Peacocks and the Seacrest and the Jordans and the likes and just all these kids that have gone on before to do great things, and you talk about character counts. And I just pray you guys can continue to be hungry, healthy and humble, because like you said, when nobody's watching is what really makes a man a man.
Absolutely.
And so it's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Sure
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection, auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance, annuities too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Right here, Doug. Nate Carpenter, Doug Biley, we're back. It's week 4. It's going to be an exciting night tonight. Before we get to any more of the details and unpack what got us here and some of the strengths, some of the stats, we're going to take a look tonight at some of our sponsors, because without them, there is no program.
Always take a look at the YouTube video for the sponsor logos that are on there. Obviously, we just came back from commercial. Listen to all of those taped commercials as well for all of those sponsors. But our pregame brought to you by Country Berry Shack, new sponsor this year. Make sure, big open house tomorrow, 9 a.m. Check them out on Allegheny Street in Jersey Shore. Kickoff's coming up here in a few minutes. Brought to you all season long by Joe's Equipment. Halftime sponsored by Weary's Pine Creek Inn. Nate, I was there on Wednesday for my birthday. Fantastic.
Doug.
Had that crab Alfredo.
Did
Fantastic.
you have the crab Alfredo?
Absolutely. And Weary's Painting and Contracting, halftime sponsors. Out-of-town scoreboard, which will get those scores.
Can we just pause? Can we pause for another commercial here real quick? You cannot mention crab Alfredo at 15 minutes before tip-off. We don't have any tailgating here tonight.
We have nothing, man.
I want to get the feedback on. I'm hungry. But, yeah, it's some good stuff. So thanks again to Weary, to Eric Weary with Weary's Painting, Contracting, as well as Pine Creek Inn and Country Berry Shack. Like, get out and get yourself something nice, something smelly, candle for the house, whatever.
Open house tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Make sure you're there. Again, the out-of-town scoreboard. You'll see Coach Hale give us those scores coming up here at halftime. Sponsored all season long by Susquehanna Transit. Get on the bus with Susquehanna Transit. And then our player of the game brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. Really appreciate those guys coming on board this year. Evan Snyder and Carson Watkins shared that honor last week in week number 3. We'll see who it is tonight. We'll talk about that more after the halftime. Great contest coming up here, Nate. 2-3-0 teams. Going to be a good one.
It's going to be a great one. I mean, defensively, Jersey Shore has played so dominant. They've been so good, limiting some really good running backs to limited yards. I think tonight in that 5-2, they've got to keep and corral the offensive unit. Obviously, Logan Steele's a beast. He's got a joystick back there, and he cuts on a dime, and he extends plays to get the ball downfield. So, we're going to get to some stats here right now. We're going to talk a little bit more about what makes them dominant offensively and some of the keys for sure on defense.
Well, last week against Selinsgrove, Elijah Jordan had a super game, 320 yards through the air, ran the ball 12 times for 97. Snyder and Watkins led the way along with Paul Hale. A triple-hitter receiver core, very, very good. Snyder also had a fumble recovery. Elijah Jordan also had an interception. So tonight, Jersey Shore comes in scoring 32.3 points per game, only giving up 18.7, averaging about 390 yards per game, only giving up about 231. Have beat 3 consecutive district champions in Dallas, Del Valle, and Selinsgrove. Shamokin's a perennial district playoff team, but again, 3-0 coming in here tonight. You mentioned the defense. It's been really good. Tackles for loss has been the key, as it has been for the last couple years for sure. If they can do that tonight, that'll be a key for them. Shamokin, they've been really on fire. Average 41.7 points per game. Only give up 4.3, 2 consecutive shutouts. Yards per game just under 400 at 394. Only give up 140 yards in those first couple games. Again, played a couple teams that have struggled offensively. Shikalimi, which we'll see next week, have struggled offensively. But this Shamokin team, as you guys will see, they are big physically. They can run. Really going to be a challenge for the Bulldogs here tonight. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've faced an opponent that's as explosive with the scatty guys, the quick guys, the specialty guys, with a group of linemen, core group of guys that are mature developmentally in their senior leadership, as well as quick. This is not a big Ophi line that we're going to see tonight on offense and defense. These guys move extremely well laterally, so it's going to be a tough contest. We're going to unpack some more of this when we return. We're so thankful you're tuning in tonight on The Journey from all different states across the nation as well as internationally. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Get ready to hit the road with these great trips in September through Susquehanna Trailways. Spend September 18th at the Seneca Allegheny Casino. 3 days at Villa Roma, September 22nd through 24th, or enjoy the Bloomsburg Fair, September 23rd. Remember, Susquehanna gift cards are always available, and make sure you're on the mailing list. Update your mailing address. Check the Susquehanna Trailways Facebook page and website for more information for great trips in September.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your local Erie agent is Brigandy, Gleghorn, and Hafley. Get a quote today.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The pros at Pine Creek Seed Farm support Jersey Shore sports, providing better seed for a better bottom line. A deep-rooted, family-owned history, unrivaled expertise, reliable delivery, and outstanding condition. When you think seed, think Pine Creek Seed Farm in Jersey Shore. We stand out from the rest. 570-599-6949, Pine Creek Seed Farm, ready to bring you 4 weekends of fun this October with our annual corn maze. Keep listening to The Bear and look in the September Good News magazine.
Starting September 2nd, Blaze Alexander Kia will begin an extensive remodel. This is a major project. We will be losing a great deal of lot space as the project will be fenced in. Kia has given us extra incentives to help us move inventory. This is not a sales pitch. I have over 180 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock, and I'll only have display space for approximately 60 vehicles. Let our problem be your solution. The improvements will make it all worthwhile. Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, taking the deals the other guys definitely don't want.
Now is the time to reserve space for your pup at Sweet Dreams Pet Resort on Sunrise Lane in Mill Hall for this fall and winter. Individual indoor suites for your best friend featuring raised dog beds, grooming on site, air conditioning, radiant heat, and outdoor playground. Take advantage of weekday doggy daycare 570-377-0340. Fully licensed and insured, fully staffed on-site security at all times. Online at SweetDreamsPetResort.com. Find us on Facebook, Sweet Dreams, where we treat your dog like family.
Your destination for Kubota is Daugherty Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64. Soon the cool down will begin and fall chores will be the order of the day. Daugherty Equipment knows that and has a fantastic selection of Kubotas in stock to handle everything from mowing grass to pushing snow. Kubota has the best quality equipment from tractors of all sizes, side-by-sides, track hoes, skid steer loaders, and even farm equipment. For everything from Kubota, visit Daugherty Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter. We are back at Thompson Street Stadium. Both teams are out. PA announcer just mentioned that they're honoring all members of the armed forces, veterans here tonight at Thompson Street Stadium for this game coming up here between the Indians of Shamokin and the Bulldogs of Jersey Shore.
We're going to go back to commercial. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, certified financial planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Did you know you can watch all your favorite crime shows for free on Pluto TV?
Totally free?
Totally free. They've got CSI New York, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, Tracker, FBI, SWAT, all for free.
There's something suspicious going on here.
Nothing suspicious. Just hundreds of free crime shows. On Pluto TV, crime never pays, and neither do I.
Pluto TV.
Stream now, pay never.
Life moves pretty fast, and so does technology. So we should be proud that after over 40 years, Reese's Print Shop in Lock Haven still provides excellent work for everyone in Bear Country. So many other print shops have closed their doors, but Randy Reese still offers digital and offset printing at competitive prices, and they're fast. Reese's Print Shop, 7 East Main Street, Lock Haven. Stop in, email randy@reesesprintshop.com or call 570-748-6528. Reese's Print Shop. See what we can do for you or your company.
I got my together.
I got my together.
I got my together.
Just say it. You can get your shots together too. Your COVID-19 shot and your flu shot at the same visit as recommended by the CDC.
I got my shots together.
Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both.
Are you getting your together?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's a little bit of country in downtown Jersey Shore. Country Berry Shack on Allegheny Street holding their fall open house this coming Saturday. Join Lyra for lots of fun as you see what's new for 2024. Register for a special drawing, sample dips, and take advantage of in-store specials. Fall open house at Country Berry Shack, 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore, Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Country Berry Shack, 570-398-5688. Proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, week 4. We're calling this one the War at the Shore. It's going to be unbelievable. We're thankful tuning in. We just want to give a shout-out to the Renova Legion. Got the game on up there. I know it's everywhere. We're going to give another shout-out right here to Ocala, Florida. Elizabeth Wagner, thanks for tuning in. My main man. We got another one here. Always tuning in from Grape Creek, Texas. Tom Ungard, thanks for tuning in tonight. We're gonna do something this week. We're gonna keep track of who's tuning in and from where. We just appreciate the patronage, the viewership, and Doug, man, we are just a couple minutes away as the teams are ready. They're suited up for battle, but I'm telling you, this. I got some butterflies tonight. Of course, each and every week, Dallas on the road was tough. Del Val came to town. They're a juggernaut from 6A to 5A. Last week, Selinsgrove was down in numbers, but as the captains take the field, I'm going to let you shout out the Shamokin Indians.
Well, we have to give one more shout-out to a viewing party, obviously the fans on the hill. Denny Thompson and his crew every week in, week out. Really appreciate that support. So the captains tonight for Jersey Shore, as has been the case pretty much all season long, Elijah Jordan, Brody Herr, Zach Walker, and Owen Vandruff. And then for Shamokin, Chase Pencil, number 8, Caden Parker, number 11, Blake Hockenbach, one of their lead linemen, number 52, and Isaac Glover, number 57. Coin toss, and we did not see the coin toss pregame. So Jersey Shore did win that coin toss, and for I think the third game in a row, Nate elected to receive, so the Bulldogs will have the chance on the offensive side to lead this one off tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a real big matchup tonight here. Again, week 4. Thanks for tuning in. The Dogs want to get out hot. They got to get out of the box a little quicker this week. You know, When you have the inside pole position, the higher you climb. Sometimes we always say the more your butt's exposed. The Bulldogs' regular season win streak is hanging in the balance tonight. I mean, to think about the only losses they've had in the last several years were in the postseason. So they continue to win. They continue to dominate. We're going to see if Shamokin is up to the test. They've traveled nearly an hour to get here. But on paper, this looks to be an incredible night.
Oh, no question about it. You talked about that win streak. It's around 43 games with the tie last week. Haven't lost a game to a PHAC school since 2019 at home, Shikellamy, and then haven't lost since 2017 here at home to Southern Columbia. Haven't lost to a PHAC since 2019. Haven't lost here at home since 2017. Shamokin getting ready to kick it off. That'll be number 6, Colin Steinhardt, only a sophomore. Again, the offense for the Bulldogs coming up here in just a moment. Jordan at quarterback, Seacrest, Brody Herr in the backfield, Luke Ryan, Paul Hale, Carson Watkins, Evan Snyder at the wide receivers, Luke Thompson. And then you'll see a mix of Zach Myers, Slate Seacrest, Mason Larson, Vandruff, and Dubs Bloom. Along the line of scrimmage, kickoff coming up. Joe's Equipment here in just a second.
Opening quarter here. Steinhardt to kick off. He kicks it close to the 5. This one's going to hit the turf. Herr, and that's trouble. Second week in a row. Really tough to field kickoff there. Herr, it hits his chest, rolls out of bounds, so there is no penalty once it makes contact with a return man. That ball's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So this is, again, the second week where the Dogs have had really tough sledding in their opening drive.
Well, if you're Shamokin, that's exactly what you want. A kickoff that's a little bit hard to handle. Bulldogs have to start deep in their own territory. Again, Elijah Jordan, quarterback, leading the way. Great ball game last week. See how they do against this Indian defense.
Twins right, twins left, right to left motion. Fakes the handoff. It goes to Herr. Herr up the middle. Nice big hole. Stuck, but he blows off a man. They did not wrap Herr up at the initial contact line of scrimmage. He breaks it close to a first down.
Well, again, what will be interesting, Shamokin has shut out 2 consecutive teams with 2 teams that have struggled offensively, particularly last week against Shikellamy.
Second down and 1. He keeps it. Big launch. Nice move. And I'll tell you, he did a lot of dancing to gain 3 yards, but it was critical.
52, Hockenbrock's going to be a key guy. You'll see on both sides of the football. Number 52, 6'2", 265, leading that Shamokin defense.
The Dogs trying to spread them out. Center of the field right now on the 26-yard line. It's first down and 10. They move the chains. In the gun, Elijah Jordan left to right. Paul, no, that's a handoff. Big hit. Face mask. And unfortunately, they had him wrapped up for a loss of 1. They gave it to Pauling, the freshman, on the end around. Nice design play, but unfortunate for Shamokin.
Well, he had a great game, did Pauling last week, ended up with leading rusher at 125 yards in that second half. Really had some nice runs. So the face mask penalty at the end of that one, and it's legitimate, obviously was not intentional because they had him for a loss. That's going to be 5 yards for the Bulldog offense. Going to set them up here, 1st and 5.
So first down and 5, and they're fortunate. That was a lot of face mask. He tried to let up. They're fortunate it's only the 5-yard, not the 15 personal foul. 1st and 5, twins left, twins right. Herr in the backfield. Jordan keeps it up the middle. Gain of 2. They're trying to keep him honest.
Good tackle there, 21, Zakeem Clinton. Junior, 6'1", 225 from that defensive end, outside linebacker position. Very athletic is Shamokin on the defensive side.
Big nose guard, goes 360 in the gun. Jordan trips left. Handoff to Herr. Herr is stacked up, but Herr reaches out, nearly get to the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and short, Doug.
Well, if he is at that line, boy, he is right at the stick, so it is 3rd and probably less than the length of a football. Good effort there by Brody Herr. Hit at the line of scrimmage, and they do give him the first down. Moving the sticks.
They're trying to get in sync. The chain crew and the officiating crew trying to work out being bilingual tonight. First down and 10 in the gun. Jordan, he's going to roll right. He's going to go to the flat, slings it. Evan Snyder makes a man miss down the sideline, out of bounds. Evan Snyder, nice 8-yard pickup after the touch.
Pitch pushed out of bounds by Liam Montgomery, only a sophomore, 5'10", 180 for Shamokin. Good pitch and catch there between Jordan and Snyder. That's becoming a very reliable duo.
Jordan side-arming that ball, getting it out quickly. Herr single back. They're going to go to Paul Hale. Paul Hale makes the catch. Down the sideline. Just a slight bobble on the catch, which limited his ability to get a couple more yards.
Tackled by number 1, Rylan Price. Again, what you'll see with Shamokin that's different from probably the last couple games, particularly last week, they can run sidelines to sidelines with anybody.
Trips right in the gun is Elijah Jordan at 2nd and 8. Big offsides, and I'll tell you what, you're going to see him on the offensive side of the football. That's Zakeem Clinton, the running back. He goes 6'1", 2 1/4, coming off the edge.
Really, again, once you see him in person, the size for Shamokin, very, very impressive. Probably the biggest team, one of the biggest teams that Jersey Shore will see all season long. They're bigger than 5A Del Val a couple weeks ago.
Oh, absolutely. 57 at nose goes 350. I mean, he is a load. 2nd down and 13 after the penalty. Jordan's going to roll right. Hits Luke Ryan. Oh, gets a couple back. So he does get about 7. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and roughly, well, they're going to spot it back. 3rd down and 10.
Really nice open field tackle there by Chase Pencil. He's that do-it-all guy for the Indians of Shamokin.
See if they go sit and spin and get Jordan time to get Evan Snyder down deep. They're going to go deep. It's the push route. Nobody home. There's a little miscommunication there. Carson Watkins sat down in the zone on the outside, and they wanted to go to Paul Hale, but it was outside shoulder. Paul Hale was inside.
Yeah, not sure if he was throwing it to Watkins, but Paul Hale recognized it, almost came over and had an opportunity to make the catch. But good defense there by Shamokin after the initial 1st down and that face mask penalty. So the Indians forced the Bulldogs to punt on that first offensive drive.
And I'll tell you what, 911, there's a fire alarm deep right here with Chase Pencil and Logan Steele to return. They are weapons. Keep it away. Keep it away. It's high. It's short. Fair caught. That's a nice job from Brody Herr. You know, he gets about, I think that's roughly 30 yards on the punt, but no return.
Either you kick it away from them, which he did last week to get it away from Bastion of Selinsgrove, or you kick it high enough where you force that special teams guy to do the fair catch. Again, Shamokin has been really on fire, Nate, averaging just under 42 points per game. Run it, throw it. They've been able to do it all. All starts just like it does with the Bulldogs with the quarterback, Logan Steele.
Well, and they got 57 going from nose to center, so he doesn't have to move too far down the block. They're going to go shotgun with, obviously, Logan Steele, the sophomore, number 4. He's electric. Chase Pencil is going to be your split wide. No, they got him in the slot to the right.
Pencil's one of those players that he's been here forever. He's finally a senior, but he's a guy that can really do it all. Don't be surprised if you see him throw the football on some type of an option play at some point in this ball game.
Very much so, and they like to run him on the short jet sweeps. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. But the officials, I tell you what, they're finally getting set here. In the shotgun, it's Logan Steele, single back, number 32. That's Jace Gink. He's going to roll right. Nice deflection right there. I'll tell you, if Zeke Sechrist doesn't get the deflection, that's going to a wide-open tight end who's tough to bring down.
Well, the number 2, Shuey, he is a big guy, 6'4", 240, number 2 from that tight end position, and they will use him along with Pencil as their key guys in that passing game. Good play there from Sechrist.
Number 1, Rylan Price splits out here alongside Chase Pencil in the Twins package. Very, very tough to guard 2 of these guys. It's another deflection. Slightly deflected again. Nice job on that by Luke Thompson. Just got his pinky on it.
Well, Nate, you talked about Steele, heck of an athlete, but he is only 5'8", 5'10"-ish. So there, a little bit of push up the middle from Vandruff and the inside guys, and a really nice play there by Luke Thompson. Second consecutive deflection. Puts him in 3rd and long.
65, 56, 57. Looking at the line here, 52. 52 is 6'2", 265.
Yeah,
tight end, at 240. So again, in the shotgun, it's going to bring it down 3rd and 10. The 5-2 handoff inside. It's to Gink. Gink is met immediately, wrapped up and tackled. Pickup of roughly 4.5 on that one. We'll see what we get with 4th down.
Well, Shamokin last week had 2 backs over 100, including Gink, so they can run the football. But again, Shikellami's really struggling. We'll see them next week on the road in Sunbury. So the Bulldog defense does a good job there. Sets up this 4th and long. Shamokin going to drop back, punt this one away, and I believe this is Hockenbrock, the big guy, back there to punt it.
He is a big boy at 265 and doing the punting duties. So Shamokin got some personnel issues here, trying to get the right 11th guy on the field.
Well, they're going to have to call a timeout. You're down at 5 already.
And there it is. Oh, they gave him a new play clock.
Oh, they reset it. Gotcha.
Kicks away. Kick is short. Evan Snyder does fair catch it. Not a bad decision this early in the game.
Oh, yeah. See the guys right in front of you. You'll take that at your own 42 anytime. Good field position there.
Shout out tonight. Shout out tonight to long-standing fans of the family. David Frable's parents never miss a game. Harold Frable started the Pop Warner League here in Jersey Shore along with Betsy Frable from class of 1955. Thanks for being here tonight. You've never missed a game. In the gun. So Elijah Jordan, Brody Hurt is the single back. They've got the trips package left. It's 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line. Elijah's going to run the option. He's going to keep it snowed in. Does get some yards.
That's a good read, good tackle there. Number 47, again, Liam Montgomery, very active. Linebackers for Shamokin, very quick. Again, can run sideline to sideline. Nice gain on first down.
2nd down and 7, rolling right, wide open. Oh, and Evan Snyder just can't, they got just enough heat. 21 backside, we talked about that. Come off the edge just enough. Jordan couldn't get his feet set quite quick enough.
Yeah, just a little wide, and it kind of looked like Evan Snyder's hands and arms got a little perplexed there. Couldn't get him out to get the good hands on it to make the catch. Good effort there, but still brings up 3rd and about 7.
3rd down and 7, ball on the 46-yard line. Elijah Jordan, he's going to roll left and try to throw right. He's got a man open. Sit and spin, he's wide open. Down the sideline, it's Paul Hale. He's gone. Touchdown, 10, 5, into the end zone. No laundry on the field, and that is the big play, the big opening play with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Paul Hale got skinny, got deep. It evaded the pressure in the deep 3rd zone, Doug, and it was pay dirt.
What's really impressive, that's rolling out to the left, very, very hard for a right-handed quarterback. But Elijah Jordan really has quickly adjusted with his athleticism, set those feet, recognized Paul Hale. Nate, he really has good vision down the field. Nice catch there by Paul Hale to take it in. 54 yards on the pitch and catch.
Snap is back from Larson. Hold is down from Elijah Jordan. Kick is up. Hands go vertical. And like you said, Doug, I'm going to be honest with our listening audience and viewership tonight. When he rolled left on that 3rd down, it's why announcers announce and coaches coach. I thought, he's rolling left, right-handed. Is he going to have time with the pressure coming off the edge from number 21, Zakeem Clinton, who already pressured him a couple times tonight, but he set his feet. It's like when he gets his eyes downfield, he's more visual when he gets out of the pocket. Buys himself a split second more with the time. He gets up the route tree. Carson Watkins sat down. Paul Hale evaded it and got deep and got separation.
Very, very impressive for a first-year starting quarterback to have that vision down the field. Elijah Jordan really appears to have that. Ran past the defender. Boy, just out of the reach of that defender, but that's a nice delivery by Jordan. 54 yards, 7:59 first quarter. Bulldogs strike first here at the Warden the Shore.
It is. It's going to be a battle tonight. And, Jersey Shore lands on the beach first and puts that flag in the ground. And, again, thank you so much tonight for the freedoms that we have in this great nation. It's a pride night for the American flag, the red, white, and blue. And we just want to say thanks to all our servicemen and women. Brody Hurt kicks this one. He gets a little bit of height under it. It's down to roughly the 10-yard line. Returned by Chase Pencil. He's got speed. He gets hemmed in, but not until he gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So that's what the Pencil can do. He's sharp.
Tackle there by Elijah Jordan on the special teams. Pencil's very, very good. Again, Shamokin has the athletes that we're going to see all game long. Great return there. So they respond a little bit on the special teams. They'll get great field position at their own 36-yard line. See what they can do. See what they can do, Nate, trailing for the first time this season.
Well, they're going to split the tight end out. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to go up against number 2. He's 6'4", 240. He's a man. In the gun, Logan Steele, twins right. Hands off immediately to Gink up the middle. Gink does get a couple yards because they got some horses up front.
Oh, Gink's a nice athlete again, 100-plus yards last week in that big win over Shikellamy is 42-0 at the half last week against the Braves. They did pretty much anything they wanted. The Indians did on the offensive side of the football.
7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in now, thanks so much for viewership and our listening audience on the FM 99.9. Jersey Shore up 7-0. 2nd and 7. Logan Steele, quarterback for the Shamokin Indians, on the road here at Thompson Street. In the gun, left to right motion. To the flats immediately. Another deflection. Surprised they didn't mark his knee down there, Doug, but official right there. I could have swore his right knee hit the grass, but Pencil, boy, he's elusive.
Solid job there, though, by Sechrist, Thompson, and Watkins to bring that down really after catch only about a yard, so brings up this 3rd and short. Really kind of an important down here for Shamokin, because if you stuff them, the Bulldog defense, and you probably force them to punt again, 2 offensive series without a first down, that is not what Shamokin wants to start the ball game.
And we've yet to see Logan Steele run the football. Let's see if they try to get some time here and go with a deeper route. Nope, they're going to go to Gink right up the middle. Gink's going to have it. It's going to be real close. Boy, the official starts walking backwards. We're right here on the spot. We'll see what they mark it.
Yeah, he's short by about a half a yard. Boy, you're right at midfield. You would have to think the Indians are going to go for it. They can think with the men up front, they can get that half a yard. So big pivotal play here early on. Official's going to call a timeout, allow change of personnel.
There was a play last year at Shamokin. And Coach Hale called that game last year at Shamokin, and he said there was a play where Shamokin went for it on 4th down, and he said, mark my word, look at the clock. And from that, Jersey Shore rattled off 28. We had a play here recently in recent weeks past where we went for it on 4th down and it came back to bite us. Don't get me wrong, they got the horses up front. But when it's early like this, you roll the dice. They got it anyway. So it's 1st and 10. All that for a measurement and a first down for the Shamokin Indians. They bring the horses off the field, get them hydrated, bring the starters back in. You notice their offensive line isn't quite as big as their defensive line. We see that a lot now, don't we?
Yeah, guys that can move on the offensive side, like you see with Jersey Shore, that can move, that can quick and engage you. That's what you want. The big guy in the middle, though, leads the way, number 57.
The Dogs have got to contain right now. We've got twins left, single right. The big tight end bounce out. Chase Pencil, he likes to be in the box here. Logan Steele hands off immediately to the big thoroughbred. He's got big legs down the outside. He's a big beast of a man. 225 pounds. Big carry by Zakeem Clinton.
Coming off that 100-yard game along with Gintz as well. Big first down there. Got to the outside again. Got that end. Peeled them in. Gives a lane. We see it happen on the Jersey Shore side all the time. Indians did it very, very well here. This is a ball game, Nate, where you are expecting both teams to put multiple scores on the board. You're not shutting anybody out. Offenses are too good.
Well, in that time, they sort of went with more of a counter play and got him outside. So the Dog 5-2 was a little over pursuit. 1st and 10. He's going to keep it. Big speed. That's Bo Sechrist there, though. Doesn't quite get to him. They let up on the edge. Bo Sechrist got the stiff arm from Logan Steele. Logan Steele picks up a couple.
Well, that shows you what speed can do, because you had him in the backfield for a couple-yard loss. He's able to use that stiff arm to get away from the defender, turn that into a positive gain. Again, you're in 4-down territory here. You're moving the football. You have multiple weapons. You think you can get the score to tie the ball game if you're Shamokin.
Well, and again, we talk about thunder and lightning, man. You got 230-pound running back to the right now of Logan Steele, the quarterback. It's 2nd and 8. Going to go up high, up top. Immediately hit. 57 rips off the helmet here.
That's an excellent read by Jordan there. The pressure caused Logan Steele to kind of toss that one out to Pencil. Jordan recognized that right away and able to come up for the tackle for a loss. Really only a loss of about a yard or so, but brings up 3rd and 9.
So 3rd down and 9. We talked about not getting Logan Steele on the ground yet tonight. We don't know if they're able to get the pressure quite yet, but we're going to see if the Dogs can turn up the dial here on 3rd down and 8 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Dubs Bloom coming in on the defensive line again, trying to match up a little size for size here on 3rd and 9.
Two big men in the center of the ring right now. In the gun, Logan Steele fakes it. It's going to be a screen play. Excellent pursuit. They don't wrap up. They finally get him down after a pickup of a couple. The initial pursuit, Elijah Jordan was in the backfield. Zeke Sechrist was in the backfield. Dubs Bloom even got out there in the flats late. 4th down and 6. It's obviously 4th down territory.
Absolutely. That's a super job by Dubs Bloom, your interior lineman. When that initial tackle isn't made by Jordan, those guys from the inside able to come up, hold that to a gain of maybe 1. Boy, I'm surprised at the punter dropping back. I wouldn't be surprised at all with a fake, but we're going to trade some field position, see if they can pin the Bulldogs deep.
Well, trade field position, and honestly, watch the fake to 21 here. Nope, it's high. The kick is off. The kick is going to be – oh, he's going to run it. Elijah Jordan down the sideline. They're going to call a flag. It's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs, which I'll be honest with you, I was hoping he'd just let that roll into the end zone. He caught that about the 2-yard line and gave me a heart attack.
Did a nice job. You could tell he kind of had his mind made up. He was going, clean catch, able to return it outside the 20, but that penalty will go against the Bulldogs. They will start inside the red zone, so to speak, deep in their own territory for this third offensive drive. The Bulldogs 3:57 to go here, first quarter, lead 7-0.
One thing that I've liked that the Dogs have done, we talked about this last week in previous weeks, Doug, as they figured this out and marched this one back, is getting Evan Snyder and Paul Hale involved in the offense on a consistent basis to spread the field from right to left, to open things up laterally. The larger the field, the more success you can have up the middle with the run game as well. So that penalty, or that march, is it clear back to the 10. Fortunately for the Dogs, they're not down near the goal line. First and 10, 3:57. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. Does he have a man open? He's going to go deep. Wide open is Evan Snyder. Oh, in and out of his hands. That was a perfectly thrown football. Well defended. Very well defended. Outside shoulder, Doug. But Evan Snyder wants that one back.
Ryan Bickert there, boy, only a sophomore as well, 5'9", 150, so that's a good matchup between him and Snyder. But, boy, right on the money. Good call there, Nate. Bulldogs looking for some big plays down the field, looking to stretch that field against this athletic Shamokin Indian defense.
Yeah, and we talk about this. Evans had a heck of a year, but, boy, those are the kind of catches that really put you in the driver's seat. Left to right motion. Carson Watkins fake up the middle. Elijah Jordan tries to get outside. He doesn't. He's going to scamper and not take a hit, which is a smart thing to do there. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Jordan, week in, week out, been very effective through the air and on the ground, just under 100 yards on a handful of carries last week in the big win over Selinsgrove. But it will bring up 3rd and about 10 here. They have 3rd and about 9.
Yep, it's third and doable. But, with the 10-yard line, one thing you want to avoid right now are any form of turnovers to give the ball right back. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. He's got time. He's going to roll back left. He fires this one out just short to Paul Hale. Paul Hale did the right thing, came back to the football, sat down in the zone. He would have had enough for the first down, but Jordan just couldn't get enough pace on that football.
Yeah, there the pressure from the backside really didn't allow Elijah Jordan to set the feet at all there. Tough throw, would have been a great catch, but skips it. Comes up incomplete. Shamokin got exactly what they wanted. Pinned the Bulldogs deep. Defense able to hold, pencil, and steal inside the Bulldog 50 for this punt return.
Brody Hurt with the punting duties tonight. He's going to get this one off. It's low. It's returnable. This could be trouble. Logan Steele. Does he get to the edge? Evan Snyder gets out there, makes the cutback. There's a late hit. And honestly, I hope he's okay, because he took a helmet-to-helmet late hit, and we'll see if this is targeting as well.
Well, you have a late hit. The penalty is against Zeke Sechrist on the other side by number 1, Rylan Price. Luke Ryan hobbling off as well, but gets up on his own power. Hopefully going to be able to walk this one off here. Get back in the game later. Luke's had a nice season thus far. Really been a nice contributor on both sides of the football.
Well, I do think this could be 2 penalties. We'll see how this plays out. They sort out the whites and the colors here with the laundry. But I'll tell you, Luke Ryan took a blast. And, anymore, even if you have your shoulder in front, the rules are you cannot hit a defenseless person with the block. So We'll see if they caught that one. I know Zeke was over there, and he was involved in some stuff too. So
even with the upcoming penalties, Shamokin is going to have pretty nice field position, going to be on their side of the 50 with that penalty. Going to be around the 40, 43. So the big penalty against Shamokin sets them back, but still nice field position for the Indians. Bulldog defense played well thus far. See if they can contain that running game of Shamokin. See if they can force him into that one-dimensional status.
The seniors, Rylan Price and Chase Pencil, split left. Handoff to Gink. No, he fumbles. It's fumbled, and Jersey Shore's on it. Jersey Shore is on it. It's going the other way. The Dogs are hungry.
That Bo Sechrist, he is a ball hawk. I tell you, led the team last week with about 9 tackles. Saw that ball on the ground and was not going to be denied. So the first turnover of the ball game goes to the Bulldogs. 3:18 first quarter. Jersey Shore leads 7-0. They take over right at the Shamokin 43.
It's time to get busy right now. Offensively, Elijah Jordan in the shotgun, 43-yard line. He's going to roll right. It's going to go deep. Evan Snyder again. Boy, I'll tell you what, they do not have an answer. That is the 3rd or 4th time today we've gotten separation vertically, and that's surprising.
Good separation there by Snyder. Just not able to track that one down. A little more air under that for Elijah Jordan, and again, he will make that adjustment as this season goes on.
You know, the issue here now, though, when you do go up top, when it works, it works. 2nd down and 8, we're going to see what the officials are doing.
Now, Bickert, number 5, who was on that coverage of Snyder, came off after that play, so they're pausing here. Still 2:59 to go here first quarter. And we didn't mention the officials. My apologies for that. Ed Reeser is the referee that you see there in the white hat. This is the Sun chapter. Again, our pregame all season long brought to you by Country Berry Shack, downtown Jersey Shore, holding the fall open house tomorrow, 9 a.m. Go see Lyra. Specials all day long starting at 9 o'clock. And our kickoffs, you've seen a couple thus far in the ball games, brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Cement Drive in Jersey Shore.
Thank you for your patronage and sponsorship tonight here in the broadcast. Elijah Jordan to the gun. He's going to fake it. He's going to follow Brody Herr up the middle. He's only going to get one. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe one. Yeah, we're going to see it 3rd down and 9.
The player that I'm really impressed with on the defensive side for Shamokin is 21, Zakeem Clinton. Super athlete. Can run it down. Really seems to have a feel for the game.
6'1", 225, only a junior. 3rd and 9, 42-yard line. He's going to roll right, sit down in the zone. Backside, Paul Hale makes a man miss. No, good tackle. Excellent tackle by number 10. Andre Bell, the senior 5'10", 150 corner.
So in 4-down position here, I think, 4th and about 4. Tom Gravish and his staff usually in this type of position, they'll take a chance, thinking there you have the players to make a play. You could certainly punt this one away and try and pinch Shamokin deep, trade a little field position, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down and 3, 36-yard line. Elijah Jordan gun, Brody Herr to his right, Twins left, Twins right. Crucial 4th down. Offsides, but Jersey Shore moved.
Well, that's going to be interesting, Nate. If that person was offsides first, that's against Shamokin. If you're offsides in the zone in high school, it's not like the pros in college where you can go back. You're right in the zone, you're offsides.
You know, initially I want to give a shout out to Slate, and I want to say, come on, Slate, that's not the Sechrist way. But the reality was he did. He crossed the plane. Then the offensive lineman moved. That's an automatic 1st down. Big break. 2nd break recently. The fumble, now the offsides penalty. 1st and 10, 31-yard line. Elijah Jordan is going to hit Paul Hale immediately. Paul Hale gets downfield, and that is crucial on 1st down. A pickup of almost 7 yards.
Paul Hale, Evan Snyder, Carson Watkins, Luke Ryan all have been consistently involved in the passing game this season.
Elijah Jordan, he's going to roll right. He's going to pitch it, option. Good block by Carson Watkins. Back up the middle, Brody Herr. Carson Watkins made a fantastic block. Did you see Big 57 on the nose? He was 10 yards downfield. Did you see that?
Number 2, I tell you, Shuey comes in with the big hit, but what the Shamokin fans forgot about is that's a 1st down. Jersey Shore with Brody Herr leading the way.
Well, they decided to double 57 because he is 2 men, 1 body.
He's a big
Goodness
guy,
gracious. 1st and 10, 19-yard line. Elijah Jordan, he's going to go immediately to Paul Hale. Gets a block. Paul Hale comes back up inside. Good defense. Trying to keep him honest. Paul does a good job to even get back to the line, nearly a 1-yard pickup. But
Shamokin coaching staff has done a good job to scout that out where your players are right there. Don't go for the first move. Just corral them. No gain.
In the gun, 2nd and 9. Jordan's going to keep it. Does he cut back upfield? He does. He's in. Going down. 10, 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs and that was all his feet. I'm telling you something, Doug, when he decides to plant, he's an ankle breaker.
Just very good vision as well. Read the blocks, found that seam. The Shamokin fans call him for a hold on that play. The officials did not see it. 37.1 seconds ago. Super run, Elijah Jordan, second score of the ball day for the Bulldogs.
Just absolutely it didn't look like it was developing behind the line, and all of a sudden the dam broke and the water busted through in the form of Elijah Jordan. Oh, that hits the upright. That's no good. Snap was down, hold was good. Unfortunately, that one doesn't make it through, so that's 13-0 Bulldogs. But I'll tell you, they've shown some explosive things tonight.
Well, you always want to mix it up. On the ground, through the air, if you can have that multiple use type of offense, Bulldogs showed it there with that run by Brady Jordan.
Just a quick shout out tonight, a little bit of housekeeping from our Bear Country family, CentralPASports.com. This culture, this program, this Tom Gravish way, tradition never graduate. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog. Thanks to Scott Beerley, Borough Council, and all the people that make things happen here in Jersey Shore. The new basketball courts, the 3 pickleball courts, the handicap accessible parks and recreation that will be down here with a new path lighting, this beautiful eating area, as well as, Doug, you and I, at our age, I'll say my age, you look younger than I do, but they're going to have bocce for us.
Oh, love it.
Lawn bowling.
Love the bocce ball, man. Love it, love it. Kickoff coming up, brought to you by Joe's Equipment, Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Visit Aaron and her staff. Steel product service. Give them a call, 398-1391, Joe's Equipment.
Brody Hurd from the 40. This one's deeper. It's going to be caught by Chase Pencil. He's electric. Does he get a block? Does he get sprung? He cuts back immediately. Gets back to the outside. That was a mistake. Evan Snyder's right there and puts him on the ground.
What's really impressive on that type of coverage, Luke Thompson going down at about 3/4 speed, under control, forcing Pencil back where the teammates can get to him. Evan Snyder cleans it up. That's a really good job under control on that special teams.
You know, Chase Pencil is a phenomenal athlete. Logan Steele also dual sport with basketball and football here as the quarterback, only a sophomore. Listen, don't count them out. 25 ticks to go here in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in, 13-0 Bulldogs. It's 1st and 10. The Shamokin Indians here on the road tonight, starting from their 21-yard line. Logan Steele gets the snap. He's going to roll left. Does he find a man? He's going to go backside deep. Wide open. This ball's up in the air for a long time. Pencil. Nobody looked around. The coverage was good.
Yeah, Luke Ryan saw it. Jordan was there. Luke tried to get turned around and kind of lost his footing and went down, and by that time, Jordan had gone by Pencil and was not able to get back. That's a good throw there by Logan Steele. No surprise there to go to Pencil. Was going to say before that, this is a really critical drive for Shamokin. You're down 2 scores, certainly a ton of time in the ball games. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Jersey Shore 13, Shamokin Indians 0. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldogs high school football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, we're back. This is week 4. Unbelievable night tonight. 13-0 Dogs. End of the first quarter. We're going to start the second quarter here with Shamokin's driving, and you can't count them out. You know, that last pass play of roughly 30 yards, Doug, if either corner or safety can get their heads on a swivel in time, that could have been picked off. Pencil high-pointed it. He's a great athlete, makes the catch, and like you said, crucial pivotal down for Shamokin. They need points, and points fast.
The big difference that you see is that Logan Steele's a good enough athlete and quick enough that he can run away from some of the pressure that Jersey Shore has been able to put on other quarterbacks. That's going to be a tall task tonight for this Alex Jackson-led 5-2 defense.
They're going to sell out for the run. We'll see now. They got twins left. See if they go vertical again or if they try to get something established with Gink on the ground. Hand off to Gink up the middle. Nobody home, and he's tackled for a loss. Who is it? One of the Seacrifts.
Slate Seacrest, I tell you, just so hard to contain. Finds the gap in the offensive line and just slides through there, and he's strong enough to just disrupt really the first big tackle for a loss in the ball game, setting up Shamokin at 2nd and 13.
You know, I would not want to have to block those kids.
Oh, they're tough, man. They're relentless.
They're gritty. They don't take plays off. You know, undersized but never outmatched. 2nd down now, 13, 11.5 to go, 47-yard line for the Logan Steele-led offense. He's going to roll right. He's got 2 men in his zone. He's going to go deep, wide open. That's a hold and a flag. But honestly, hey, if you're going to get called for pass interference, make it count.
Yeah, and it's interesting. That's probably just a reaction there by Luke Ryan. I don't think he had to reach out and get him. He was in pretty good position. I think if he just keeps running, he could run with Price, but he thought maybe, hey, he's going to get away from me, and he put the hand out, grabbed the jersey, made it easy for the official, so that penalty will give the Indians a first down deeper into Bulldog territory. So the Indians have answered by trying to stretch the field. One time with the pass to Pencil is a completion. There, the penalty, same result. Moves the football down for the Indians. They have a chance to get on the scoreboard.
Well, most teams all year long have not had success in running the football. Of course, we've seen some success tonight from Zakeem Clinton on the ground. He's normally the Thunder package, and because he's a bruiser. But he got a bigger pickup on one of the carries. But tonight, Gink's been doing most of the sledding, most of the carries. But the Dogs have had an answer for him. And like you said, why waste 3 downs or 4 downs on the run game if you can go vertical with some of your special guys, even with a 6'4" receiver in Shuey out left. High point that rock. 1st and 10, 32-yard line. He's going to go to Shuey right now. Does he make a man miss? They go low on him, and he is a bruiser.
And he is a big guy. 6'4", 240. Carson Watkins in really good position there, but Shuey picks up 11 yards and another Shamokin first down. That is a tough matchup, having him split out wide.
I don't know what they're feeding these kids today, but seriously, 6'4", 240, legitimate wide receiver?
And he can run.
Logan Steele gets the play, comes back into the huddle. The Indians 3-0 coming into the night, down 13-0, 10:50 to go. 1st and 10 on the 22. They're knocking on the door. Big all-out blitz. Nothing there. Big all-out blitz. And again, Seacrest for another tackle for loss.
Super job there by Slade Seacrest. Got the ankle and just held on, and that's hard to do against Clinton because he can drag you a long way. But good pressure there. Kind of timed that perfectly. Got in those gaps. Did that 5-2 defense. Tackle for loss. Again, what you want to do, set up your opponent in 2nd and 3rd and long, and you have a chance to turn them away.
Yeah, I can't imagine picking the ankle of a running back who weighs 225 pounds right now. I'd be taking a ride to the end zone. Twins left, single right. It's a crucial 2nd and 11. In the gun, Logan Steele single back. Here's Clinton. He's going to roll. Zeke turns him back up inside, but he gets outside. Evan Snyder, does he rip? Out of bounds. They did a nice job. It seemed like it took forever to corral him. But like you said, Doug, they didn't over-pursue. They stayed in their lanes.
A little bit of a broken play there, too. They were looking to come to Shuey on this side. I think they snapped it a little bit early because Steele did not think that was coming, and they just did the right thing, tucked it away and ran. That's a loss of about 3, so really sets the Indians up. Again, it doesn't change anything, Nate. 4-down territory here for Shamokin at the Bulldog 23.
So right now, Pencil, Steele, in number 32. That's Jace Gink. Most of the carries, had 150 yards on 8 carries against Lake Lehman this year. Timeout, Shamokin. They're going to burn one here with 9:50 to go. Clock still running. They finally stop it.
Coach Mark Persing was at Lewisburg a couple years ago, if you recognize that name, but he is a Shamokin alum. So when Henry Hynoski gave up the coaching and took an administrative job back at his alumni Southern Columbia, Mark went back and has really done a good job. Kind of struggled last year. Again, 5 or 6 years in a row, they were 5-5, made the playoffs, but went to the Eastern Conference, got those extra game or two. He turns programs into good, consistent winners, and you can tell they've got the athletes. He's got it moving in the right direction.
Mark this on your calendar, September 21st, 2024, from 2 to 5 p.m. The Gazebo Park here in Jersey Shore. 12 and under are free. It's the Shore Festival. Get out to the Shore Fest. Check it out. brought to you in part by, I guess, the Jersey Shore Rivertown community. It's just an opportunity to get out and support your community here, folks. It's September 21st, 2024, 2 to 5 p.m.
Again, our sponsors all season long. Pregame brought to you by Country Berry Shack. See them tomorrow 9 a.m. at their open house kickoffs, Joe's Equipment. See more halftime, Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting.
Big down, third down, 15. Might be 4 down territory. Gink to the right of Logan Steele. Logan Steele's he gets pressure, screen back, never had time to develop. And you talked about something just moments ago, Doug, that stuck to me, was out of sync, out of rhythm, and that's tough. When you start to feel the heat, does the game slow down or does it speed up?
Solid recognition there by Luke Thompson, and then Vandra from the inside just saw what was happening there, and Thompson never got away from the receiver, didn't give Steele anybody to throw it to, so going to bring up 4th and 15. I think they try to stretch the field here either to Pencil or to the big tight end, Shuey.
Well, and with the athletes they have, the 4x100 guys, they got some burners, some great talent. You know, defensively, you're still on an island, twins right, single left here. Another timeout. They're going to burn another timeout. So
that's good use of a timeout, though. If you're not sure, you're down 2 scores, but if you score a touchdown and an extra point here, you're within 1 score of taking the lead. So that's a good timeout by Persing saying, hey, guys, we're deep in our opponent's territory at the 26. This is obviously a big play in the ball game. Second quarter, 9:42 to go here. We've driven the ball. We've made some big plays. Let's figure out exactly what we want to do to get a one-on-one matchup that we think we can win and convert this first down or get it in the end zone for the big score.
Yeah, and, you know, Shamokin has done some nice things tonight well. Jersey Shore's just taken advantage of a fumble, of some penalties, field position. Even though they started the opening drive from roughly their own 11-yard line and then the previous drive from their own 10, the Dogs took advantage of a fumble to go up 13-0. It's 4th down. It's 4th down and 15, 26-yard line. Logan Steele in the shotgun, twins right, single left. They're looking to get a first down. Going to look right. He's going to go back across the left. It's a spout and go. Highly overthrown. Good coverage that time by Carson Watkins. But Doug, if that timing is a little better, it's a nice route.
Steele trying to go to Del Ball there, but that's a good call. Very good coverage there. Carson Watkins, so they went with the one-on-one pattern, trying to mix it up. Del Ball, different receiver, trying to get other people involved. But good reaction there by the Bulldog defense. So they turn it over, 9:36 to go. Jersey Shore takes over, leading 13-0 at their own 26-yard line.
Be interesting if they can continue to stretch the field. We saw what that did for Elijah Jordan's legs, the scamper for that last touchdown. Twins left, twins right, single back. Sechrist, no, it's her, going to go deep. Again, that's just a dart. A dart. Evan Snyder wants a flag. He said, what about mine? Doesn't get it. Good coverage. Overthrown.
That's a good matchup there. Snyder against Rillen Price. Rillen, a senior, 5'11", 160, so he gives up a little bit of weight there, but very, very good athletically. Jordan's been so good from that quarterback position, but, boy, those are the throws. Maybe a little bit more air would give Snyder a chance to run under him.
Second down, 10, 26-yard line. They got a trips package jumbled up to the left, single back to the right. They're going to roll. He's going to run the option. No, he's going to come back this way. Good blocking. But there he is. Logan Steele does a really nice job of breaking down and making a tackle on that play.
Cleaned up also by number 66, Ty Kurtz, senior, 5'11", 240 as well. Good size from that defensive tackle position, but all caused on the pressure there by Logan Steele.
3rd and 9. Rolling right is Elijah Jordan. He has a man in the zone. Is he going to buy himself some time? He goes, oh, it's a dart. Wants a flag. There's a flag. We'll see if this is a hold.
Yeah, where that flag is thrown,
yes,
and the official pointed to Jersey Shore, so that will be a hold. Interesting call here. If you're Coach Persing, do you just say, hey, it's an incompletion, we want the football, or do you set them back to try and get that extra 15, 20 yards of field position? They are going to decline that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Doug, I think they'll probably decline that and take the football. And we have to keep in mind, from a personnel perspective right now, they have multiple weapons deep here right now on this return game. Brody Herr looking to get off a decent punt here, limit the return yards for the Indians here with Chase Pencil and Logan Steele.
Well, if you're Shamokin, you're looking for a big play to just spark your team. You've played pretty well. You're certainly in this ball game, only down 13-0, coming up at 8:54 mark of the second quarter. Plenty of time here before the break to get back in this one.
Brody Hurt back to punt, 4th and 9, 27-yard line. He's going to take this one. He's going to punt it. It's a deep kick. Logan Steele. Paul Hale coming from the backside, trying to get outside Evan Snyder. Paul Hale's there. Paul Hale grabs him, tries to get away, and Logan Steele finally brought down dragon tacklers.
That just shows you how good of an athlete he is.
Oh, yeah.
Ran away from Paul Hale, ran away from Evan Snyder, and then finally Snyder able to hold on. But still turned that into a gain of about 5 on the punt return. So, again, pretty good field position for the Indians outside their own 35-yard line at about the 36. 8:38 to go here, second quarter. Bulldogs of Jersey Shore lead 13-0.
Shout out tonight to the Antolik family. We know you're tuning in from Alabama. Lance Antolik, former center, Penn State University. Saw you down there that year at the bowl game in Florida. Great that you're tuning in. Hope your family's well. 1st and 10 for the Shamokin Indians. First down, 37-yard line. Logan Steele, shotgun. He's going to hand off to Gink up the middle. There's a flag immediately. Zeke trying to rip the ball out.
Again, often when that comes out, that's a procedure penalty. And they do point towards Shamokin, so that will nullify that very short gain. Not sure if he gained anything on that play where the ball went down, but that's going to cost the Indians 5. Penalties on both teams throughout the ball game. Nothing has really been a factor in a scoring drive thus far.
Well, what we've seen, though, in the last 5 minutes, we've seen Shamokin call 2 timeouts. We've seen things out of sync. And right now, that penalty puts you behind the chains. So they're looking to get back in rhythm here offensively. They've got the weapons. They've got the tools. The Bulldogs defense, we'll see if they dial it up on 1st and 15 and bring the house. Twins left. Single slot right. Logan Steele shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to go deep. Over the middle. Pencils wide open. And again, what happened there? He got backside safety. Elijah Jordan saw the route underneath from Jensen Suey, the big tight end that was split wide right. He bit just long enough for Pencil to get depth. Got the separation he needed. Not the most well-thrown football. Had to wait on it, but enough.
Thought the pressure was going to get to Logan Steele, but he hung in there, and just a second late, able to deliver a good throw. Pencil from Steele has been the big play for this Shamokin offense thus far in the ball game.
1st and 10, big first down. Logan Steele hands off. No, he fakes it. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to get tackled big time. Wraps him up. That's Bo Sechrist. And Bo knows football.
That's a super tackle, one-on-one against Logan Steele. Looked like he was going to be able to kind of shimmy out of that one a little bit, but Sechrist able to bring him down. Boy, he's a leader as only a junior All-State player last year in his sophomore year.
The Dogs, boy, I'll tell you, it just feels like defensively they've been on the field a lot this quarter because when they've scored quick. But, boy, your defense has been out there probably 70% of this entire quarter. In the gun, Logan Steele. Left to right goes Chase Pencil. Rolling right, back, screen to the left, to the tight end. Does he get away? Down the sideline. Out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this. Looks roughly at the 11-yard line. Going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, going to bring up 3rd and short. Again, that matchup with Shuey, that is a tough one just due to his size and height. One-on-one, that does convert to a first down for the Indians at the 11.
Big first down. The Dogs looking for an answer. Shamokin knocking on the door. Single back to the left, single receiver left, Twins right, Logan Steele in the gun on the 11. Gives it to Gink up the middle. Tries to break away. The initial tackle on that play underneath the pile again. Slate Sechrist had the first touch.
Good initial push by the Indian offensive line, but boy, the defensive guys up front for the Bulldogs really able to get that one down. They actually say he gained 3 on that play, but a short 3 on that. Again, obviously 4 down territory, ball at the 10-yard line for Shamokin.
This is where resilience pays off. The 5-2, they're going to stack the box. Elijah Jordan walking up as a backer. Right to left goes Pencil. Hands off immediately, up the middle, nothing doing. Again, Slate Sechrist brought his lunch pail tonight.
Sechrist, Vandruff, and then both Sechrist at the end of that. Couple yards there for Clinton. Shamokin on those first 2 plays indicating, hey, we think we can pound it out deep in Bulldog territory and get this one into the end zone, get it within 6 points.
Yeah, the Dogs trying to be stingy. It's 3rd down and 4, definitely 3rd down and doable. Could be 4 down territory. You know, right now, Shamokin wants to walk away with a touchdown and not a field goal. 5:50 to go. Twins right, single left. Single back is the big one. Goes to the flats immediately. The tight end's wide open. He's hit. He's going to have a first down. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown. Well, and what they did there, Doug, was they just put a bigger body out there. Carson Watkins, you know, he is 6'2", but as a receiver, Jensen Shuey, the tight end, defensive end, 12th grader, 6'4", 240. I mean, they basically just threw him the ball and said, hey, you're going to have to bring this guy down inside of the 5, and that's a really tough task. The point after touchdown, Chase Pencil drills it. Shamokin back in this game. It's going to be one of those nights back and forth. War at the shore. If you're just tuning in now, that touchdown by Shamokin makes it 13-7 with 5:39 to go. It's been a barn burner tonight. Shamokin not ready to tap out.
Well, Shamokin has found a matchup with Shuey. Doesn't matter who's on the defense, they think they can win almost every play. He's such a big guy at 240. Bulldogs were there to make the play, but Shuey's able to use his size and strength, power that one into the end zone from 5 yards out. So at the 5:39 mark of the second quarter, Indians come back on a nice drive through the air, on the ground. They pound it in finally, get within 6 at 13-7. Our kickoff again coming up, brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Visit Aaron and her staff for all your equipment needs. Steel products, parts, and service. For all those outdoor projects, give them a call at 570-398-1391. Our kickoff's brought to you by Joe's Equipment.
Well, the biggest thing with Shuey at 6'4", 240, he's not going to run away from you. He may get some separation in the intermediate routes, deeper routes, but he's not going to win those that often. You got to get up in his face. You got to press him at the line. They can't allow him to catch that ball in space at this point. Kicking off, number 6, Colin Steinhardt hits the ground. Picked up by Evan Snyder. Evan Snyder's at the 10, 15, 20. Does he get a block? He does. He's hemmed in inside the 25, down roughly around the 23. So Shamokin pressure, give the pursuit of the kickoff team credit. Evan Snyder not finding much daylight with that return.
Well, if you're Shamokin, you feel that you've shifted the momentum here in this second part of the second quarter to where you are not in the lead on the scoreboard, but you're in the lead in the momentum game. So the Bulldog offense has to put a drive here together, see if they can flip the field, get that score back, stretch it out here before halftime.
Paul Hale on the single receiver side on an island, trips right. Elijah Jordan to the gun, 1st and 10, 23-yard line, 13-7 Dogs. Rolls right, Elijah Jordan's going to keep it. And again, goes nowhere. And I'll tell you what, for a big man, he shed the block and made a great tackle. That's number 57, Isaac Glover, 6'3", 350.
He moves pretty well for a guy that big. Inside, he's hard to control.
2nd and 6, Jordan in the gun, Twins left. He's going to go immediately to Evan Snyder. Evan Snyder gets a block down the sideline. A horse collar, we'll see, there it is. Horse collar, face mask, anything up around the neck. Boy, they like to call that because, in the open field like that, obviously it's right in front of the official. But, boy, you can do a lot of damage to someone's neck with those types of tackle.
Great timing there between Jordan and Snyder. Boy, he hit that full speed right off the line of scrimmage, and then the penalty at the end will move the ball into Shamokin Indian territory. So a big, nice pass and run. Penalty will add to it as well. Bulldog offense on the move here. 5 minutes to go here, second quarter.
Hey, Rob Thorson, North Carolina, Mike Edwards. We don't know whether you're tuning in from New Mexico tonight or California, but thanks to our viewing audience. We appreciate you. Continue to to fire up the chat room. Express your love to the Dog Nation. Shamokin Indians playing really tough tonight. 5:03 down, 13-7 in the gun. Elijah Jordan first and 10, 41-yard line of the Indians. He's going to go immediately to Paul Hale. Paul Hale makes a catch down the sideline. Hit out of bounds, but this great downfield blocking makes that play happen.
Super job there by Carson Watkins on the block. Clean block. Slate Sechrist got out there as well. Price bumps him out. Another first down, pitch and catch, Jordan to Paul Hale.
And this is where you start to see the hurry up. Trips right, single back is Brody Herr. Paul Hale split left. Brody Herr, no, it's Elijah Jordan. Does he get outside? Nope, the lateral movement. He's going to take a big loss. And that was the first not-so-headsy play from Elijah Jordan all night. Design quarterback run. But you know what? Take what you can get and don't take that 8-yard loss.
Yeah, Phoenix on the play there, number 13, and Jordan had that right in front of him and then retreated for that big loss. So the pass play gets completely negated. Going to bring up 2nd and 18 to go here for the Bulldogs. Clock running for 27 to go, second quarter.
I'll tell you what, out here on the edge, there's 10 yards of cushion. I'd go right back to Paul Hale. Rolling right, Evan Snyder. Does he sit down? Evans, he's going to break it deep. Wide open, but should have been intercepted. You know, and of all players, I'll tell you, number 5 there, Ryan Bickert, had that right in the breadbasket. Would have been a huge turnover. 2 plays in a row, ill-advised throw. He had Evan Snyder deep, but he threw it off his back leg, and it was way short.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw that out of bounds. He had actually looked to the backside as well. Bulldogs lucky on that play.
They're going to go deep. No, it's Paul Hale. Does Paul Hale get downfield? Out of bounds. Give him credit. Paul was able to pick up. He was able to pick up 11 on that play. It's going to bring up 4th down. We'll see what the Dogs do.
Well, you go for it here. Certainly, it's 4th and long, but at least it puts you in a makeable type of yardage situation.
Elijah Jordan shotgun. Brody Herr single back. Twins left and right. He's going to roll right. He's got time. Goes out. Oh, it's caught by Evan Snyder. Down the sideline. Cuts back inside. What an absolutely incredible catch, Evan Snyder, outside shoulder. What a dart from Jordan. That was nearly picked. I want to see that back on slow-mo tonight when I get home.
Offensive guy, aggressive, Evan Snyder. Convert on 4th down, 1st and goal.
Dogs 1st and goal, hands off up the middle. It's Brody Herr. Brody Herr gets a couple. Was able to get back to the right side of Mason Larson at center.
Well, he dove inside, almost got to the end zone. That was 1st and goal at the 5. I didn't realize they were inside that far. Good power run there, Brody Herr.
Got an injured man down over here on the right, cramping up. So let's take a minute and just talk about what just happened. You know, I was down on the field. I almost missed the opening call here when we started the program tonight at 6:30. So for those of you who tune in, we do some pregame things at 6:30 and talk about the teams that we play on any given Friday night. And obviously Shamokin comes to town tonight. But when I take a look at the development, of Elijah Jordan right now, when I was down on the field trying to get the kickoff, who won the kickoff, who was going to receive tonight from the officials, they waited and waited. And I watched Elijah Jordan. He has a tremendous amount of zip on the football this year. Now, we've seen him errantly overthrow some guys on the deeper routes, but that pass he just threw to the flats is one of the most difficult passes to make in high school football. And Evan Snyder makes a really great catch, but it was well defended.
Well, very well defended, but you're relying on your receiver to help you out. It was on the money, but the defender was there. But Evan Snyder, we've seen it from the middle of last season to now, very aggressive as a receiver, and he comes up, uses his hands to get it. So the player for Shamokin getting stretched out, so maybe cramps coming in with that fast-paced offense of the Bulldogs on this drive. I believe that's number 1. So that's Price.
Yeah, and Ryland Price is one of their go-to receivers. And honestly, if I go back 2 weeks ago, and we'll talk about this in just a minute, the evolution of the wide-out game and stretching the field, but 1 yard to go, and they got the meat package on defense in there. 2nd and 1. Elijah Jordan tries to get in, goes to the side. Does he get in? Yes, he gets in. Elijah makes that play, bounced off. It was Pinball Wizard inside the tackle box. And he gets in the end zone. So good job by Elijah using his feet to get just enough lateral movement to squeeze through that nook and cranny.
certainly was not going to get in up the middle, but did the right thing, kept his feet moving, bounced just enough to the right side. Again, the Shamokin faithful right in front of us didn't think he got in, but the officials saw it right away. Just have to break that plane. Brody Hero on for the PAT.
Mason Larson with the snapping duties. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick is low. Does it go through? And it does. Woo! It goes through, Doug. But I'll tell you that was good by about 3 feet. Like a 3-iron. Didn't really get off the ground, but it's good and it counts. 20-7. What I was going to talk about is the keys to what I think really has worked for Shore when they've gone up against bigger foes is the development of saying we have an Evan Snyder, we have a Paul Hale. We're going to have those guys split wide right and split wide left. When you have to cover the entire width of a field, it is extremely difficult for a defense.
No question, and we saw Carson Watkins and Luke Ryan in particular add to that, where you have 4 receivers that you have to pay attention to. Now Watkins and Luke Ryan, who we've not seen in the ball game after he went out early on a big hit on the special teams, when you do that, really spreads things out for you and gives Elijah Jordan a lot of options. And Luke Ryan is back on this kickoff team as well. Again, this kickoff brought to you all season long. Joe's Equipment, Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Give the crew a call. Go see what they have. Steel's Product Services all day long. 570-398-1391. Kickoff. Joe's Equipment.
Again, thank you so very much for your sponsorship tonight on the Bear Country Sports Network, along with CentralPASports.com. It's always a privilege to bring the play-by-play and the color commentary alongside my dear friend Doug Byerly. His wife is at the game tonight. I want to celebrate her here at home at Thompson Street. Beautiful crowd. Kick from Brody Herb. This one's short. It's going to hit the ground. No, it's caught by number 21, Clinton. He gets outside. You do not want to tackle that man high.
I tell you what, he is a big dude for a running back. I'll tell you, hard to bring down, but Evan Snyder kind of uses a lateral drop, brings him to the ground. But again, good field position for Shamokin. Same scores we had last week early in that second quarter against Steelers Grove. 20-7 Bulldogs, 3:15 to go here before the break. Our halftime sponsored by Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Route 44 North. Give them a call, 570-865-6630. Check out their great menu there. And Weary's Painting and Contracting for all your painting, drywall, contracting needs, 570-398-4817.
Big defensive stance. Shamokin scored on their last drive. The touchdown to Shuey. Hands off immediately up the middle. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling for a pickup of about 3 yards. That's number 21, Zakeem Clinton.
Clinton able to kind of pinball through the middle of that lineup. Shamokin, again, very impressive. Offensive and defensive lines, good physical guys. Nate called it. They're not quite as big on the offensive line, but they're pretty good athletes up front, led by number 52, Hockenbrock.
You know, it's crazy when your tailback is as big as some of your linemen. I mean,
and he is.
You know, you look at these kids today and the development in the weight room and the bigger, faster, stronger programs. It's incredible. 2nd down and 7, 41-yard line for Logan Steele. Single back, going to hand off again, and it's nothing there. Great job by number 10. That's Thompson. Luke Thompson, the junior tight end, defensive end, 6 foot, 200-pound. He stayed at home and did the right thing.
And Thompson really gives up some size, particularly weight-wise, but he is a very savvy guy on that right defensive end, kind of slid around the blocker, able to get a hold of the waist of Clinton and hold him to a very short gain. Pretty critical down here for Shamokin. 2:10 to go, running clock, you're down 2 scores. You don't get it here, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Gravish calls a timeout.
Student section over there, Stars and Stripes forever tonight, red, white, and blue night. Celebrating the Dogs, left to right. Throw to the flats. It's Chase Pencil. Does he break away? He does. He could be gone. Touchdown. Chase Pencil. Excellent job by Pencil. He did a really nice job of catching that, and we saw the speed, Doug Byerly, just that quick. We were talking about Stars and Stripes forever, and all we saw the back of the jersey of number 8, Chase Pencil, down the sideline. The 5'7", 155-pound senior put on the afterburners.
He can run. He's very fast. He ran away from the Bulldog defense on that play, 58 yards on the score.
Last couple of kicks off the foot of the PATs have been short, but that one's pure and true. The concerning thing right now for the Dogs is, what Shamokin did so well was they nickel and dimed you with the short passing game, but they can get vertical in a hurry. So Carson Watkins on the island on the last touchdown, you have a receiver that's 240 pounds and carries you 6 yards. And then that time, Pencil didn't have a whole lot of daylight. You have him where you need to. You don't wrap up, and it's over.
It's very simple, but it's very hard. You just have to make the tackle. If you don't make the tackle, he can break it all the way like he did on that play. And you'll see Pencil, he may be the fastest guy along with Logan Steele. The Jersey Shore will see all season long. Maybe Scranton Prep will have those kind of athletes as well, but nice play there. 58 yards, Steele the Pencil for the big Shamokin touchdown. They get back within one score. 1:42 to go here before the break.
Colin Steinhardt to kick off here, number 6. 10th grader, 6'3", 180. This one's high. This one's deep. It's going to be caught around the 12-yard line. Evan Snyder on the run. 20, 25, 30. Wide open down the sideline. Gets a block. 45. Out of bounds. Big return. No laundry on the field. The Dogs needed that. 1:34 to go, second quarter. They would love to fight fire with fire and come back and answer that last touchdown by Pencil.
Solid return there by Evan Snyder outside the 45-yard line at about the 47. Still plenty of time, 1:34 to go here before halftime. Bulldogs ready to go.
48-yard line in the gun. Elijah Jordan, twins left, twins right. Trying to set the ball. Let's get rolling, they said. 48-yard line. Elijah Jordan goes right to Evan Snyder. Down the sideline. He could be gone. Evan Snyder makes a man miss. Oh. And to be truthfully honest, 10 yards into that route, I thought there was another face mask.
Evan Snyder might not be able to run away from you, but, man, when he gets to full speed, he gets to full speed in a hurry. Good burst there. Big gain for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, acceleration to fifth gear quick. Elijah Jordan. Injury, timeout.
Oh, so Shamokin calls their last timeout of the first quarter. Coach Hale, thank you very much. Said they had 12 men on the field, so they do the right thing. Call the timeout. 1:25 to go. Again, that first down play, big play on the kickoff return by Snyder, and then Jordan to Snyder down the home sidelines sets the Bulldogs up at the Shamokin 24.
And when we look at this, I was talking about the face mask, and we've got some people commenting on the chat room. Definitely incidental, but nonetheless, Snyder's face mask was grabbed. No laundry on the field. Fortunate for Shamokin right now, though, Pencil is shaking out his right shoulder. He had what appeared to be a stinger on the secondary backside coverage. So fortunate for Shamokin, he's okay, because they did have 12 men on the field, but he wasn't ready to take that last rep.
Well, if you're Jersey Shore, take care of the football. Plenty of time, 1:25 to go here in the second quarter. Set yourself up for some type of points before the break.
Jordan in the shotgun, single back, Brody Herr. Snap is back. He's going to go to Paul Hale again right away. Paul Hale gets up the field, outside, down the sideline. Nice job by Paul Hale. Would have liked to see him get out of bounds. Clock is still moving, but a nice reception nonetheless. Some yards after the catch. Second down and 3.
Solid tackle there by number 11, Parker of Shamokin, to hold that to a short gain. 2nd and 3.
Elijah Jordan shotgun, 24-yard line. He's going to roll right. He's got room. Does he get there? Cut up field. No, they're going to need to burn a timeout.
That's a super play there by Clinton. 1-on-1, and Pencil came up with the support. Gravish does the right thing. Coach Gravish calls that timeout. Still plenty of time, 51.7 seconds to go, but a loss of a couple on that play. Going to bring up, actually, they mark it as a loss of 1. Going to be 3rd and 3. They have no gain on that play, 3rd and 3.
Well, as quickly as Shamokin scored in that last drive, and we saw Pencil put on the afterburners and show you his 100-meter speed, it was all about wrapping up and making a tackle, and Carson Watkins was in the right place. Just doesn't make the tackle. So Shamokin gets the 14 points. Shore's at 20 right now. The Dogs, as far as they've gotten this ball advanced down the field, they do not want to go into the locker room empty-handed right now. They need points, and they know it.
Absolutely. They mark it after the officials had time to take a look at that. So officially 3rd and 2 Ball marked on the 16-yard lines, 51.7 seconds to go. Again, Jersey Shore leads Shamokin, 2 undefeateds here, 20-14. Indians coming off their second scoring drive of the night.
I think right now, I consider, a quarterback draw, just getting him upfield. We'll see what the Dogs do to get the first down or not. 3rd and 2, he's going to keep it. He's going to go deep, wide open. Watkins, intercepted. Flag on the play.
Now that's a nice interception by Chase Pencil. This flag is a big one because if it's against Shamokin, it will nullify, but officials pointing are going to be against Jersey Shore.
I think it was a legal man downfield. I don't know. On Jersey Shore.
So the Bulldogs do come up empty. The interception is going to stand by Pencil. 43.7 seconds to go. You can bet that Shamokin will not stand pat. They're going to try and stretch the field. They'll take the lead before halftime.
In the one thing that I will say in that last pass, it's an errant throw to some degree by Elijah Jordan. But one thing our receivers have to consider is high pointing the football. If you look at Pencil and the likes of some of these receivers and secondary guys, Pencil had a catch earlier in the night where we didn't get turned around, but we've got to get up to high point that football. 1st and 10, Shamokin, 43 seconds to go. We'll see if they're happy just downing the football. But no, that's Gink up the middle. He's wide open. Downfield, 33-yard line. We saw the burst that time. Dogs in sort of a prevent, but they don't want to fall asleep at the wheel.
Thing to remember, Shamokin does not have a timeout. Clock running, 35 seconds to go.
Logan Steele, they moved offensively. That's going to be blown dead. False start offensive.
And Gink was going to go for his second carry, but that'll cost Shamokin 5 yards. 29.2 seconds to go as the clock does stop on that Shamokin penalty.
Be interesting to see time of possession tonight. It just seems to me like defensively we've been on the field the whole night.
Oh, Shamokin definitely leads here, particularly in the second quarter. Their offense has kind of ruled the way here in quarter number 2.
So there is 29.2 seconds to go. First quarter, 1st and 15 after the penalty. 27-yard line. Logan Steele's offense here for the Shamokin Indians has been fired tonight. Down currently 20-14. See if they go deep to Pencil. Fake. Logan Steele. Fumbles. Oh, and he gets it back. That was so close. Looked like he was almost out of the fingertips.
Great hands there by Steele. Now you're going to let it run out if you're Shamokin. 14 clock running. Indians have played well in the second quarter, but they will trail by 6. Bulldogs 20, Shamokin Indians 14. Great first half, 2 undefeated teams trading blows here. Bulldogs lead 20-14 at the break. Our Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting halftime coming up. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at InsureJerseyShore.com. Eberhard State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Caring for customers with old-school values. That's Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it Ex-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for Ex-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. All at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 at the Pine Creek exit. From fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter. We are back at the Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Route 44 North, 570-865-6630. And the Weary's Painting and Contracting with over 20 years of experience. Weary's Painting and Contracting stands by its professionalism and broad range of painting, drywall, and contracting services. Give them a call at 578-398-4817. Again, the Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting halftime show. Coach Sean Hale right by my side, and my nephew, Hayden Hanley, as well here tonight with his family, Mike and Carrie, and my wife, Lisa Zerby. We're going to do the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you all season long by Susquehanna Trailways for all your group transportation needs from town to town, charters, school buses. Contact Susquehanna Trailways at 570-332-5361. Get on the bus with Susquehanna Transit. So our out-of-town scoreboard, Mount Carmel leads Southern Columbia in a good one, year in, year out. Mount Carmel, the Red Tornadoes, 7-0 at the half. Good game between Hughesville and Lewisburg. The Green Dragons lead 26-20. Danville is on a roll, 39-0 over the Blue Jays of Central Columbia. Selinsgrove, who we saw last week, 27-7 over the Central Mountain Wildcats. Bloomsburg, a little surprise over undefeated Warrior Run, 14-9. We don't have a score. Shikellamy Williamsport, if anybody has that, please get that to us. Tyrone and Bald Eagle area tied up in a good one, 14-14. My alma mater, Line Mountain, 31-7 over Halifax. Bellefonte coming down to earth a little bit after the 2-0 start, 21-0 over trailing undefeated Clearfield. South Williamsport trying to get back on the winning track, 14-0 over the Black Panthers of Williamsport. And man, Sean, it's hard to believe Dallas 0-3 looking to get on the winning side, 14-14 with Wilkes-Barre area at the half. Canton leads North Penn Mansfield 24-14. Montoursville and Mifflinburg tied up 13-13 at the half. Boy, Loyalsock, they were rolling, 41-0 over Midwest. Muncie 54-0 over Northwest at the half. No score, Montgomery, Wyalusing. Hollidaysburg, who we'll see in a couple weeks, 24-0 over Butler. I tell you, Hollidaysburg is very, very good. No score, Bucktail, Otto Eldred. Scranton Prep is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Wellsboro, Towanda, 14-8 Towanda. And then Juniata, who is a 4A team in the playoffs down the road, 23-0 over James Buchanan. That is our out-of-town scoreboard, again, brought to you all season long by Susquehanna Transit. Don't forget, get on the bus with Susquehanna Transit. We're going to take our second break of the Weary's Painting and Contracting and Weary's Pine Creek Inn halftime. You are listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog football on the Bear Country Sports Network, Bear 999 on YouTube, and at CentralPASports.com.
Since 1925, Erie Insurance has been providing protection. Auto, home, life, business, and flood insurance. Annuities, too. Get a great price and the service you expect from your local Erie agent, Fager Insurance Agency in Lock Haven, serving the area for the last 57 years. Find out why over 90% of Erie Insurance customers renew year after year. Call 570-748-3570 to get a free quote. Fager Insurance Agency, 511 East Church Street, Lock Haven.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank. But did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, and my nephew Hayden Hanley here in the press box at halftime. Again, our Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting halftime show. Pregame brought to you by Country Berry Shack. Please get out to their open house tomorrow, Saturday the 14th, starting at 9 a.m. Check out all of the products they have to offer at 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore, in Country Berry Shack with the pregame show. Kickoffs brought to you by Joe's Equipment. And again, we'll talk about the out-of-town scoreboard throughout the second half, and then our player of the game coming up here in the second half. A lot of players having good first halves of this ball game. Player of the game brought to you all season long by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport. On the stat side, Jersey Shore on the offensive side, rushing game. Brody Herr, 4 carries for 15 yards. Elijah Jordan, 11 for 28, but he's been productive. 2 touchdowns, an 18-yard touchdown. It's in the difference in the ball game, and a 1-yard touchdown run. Noah Pauling with 1 rush for 5 yards. Through the air, Elijah Jordan, not bad, 13 for 22, 1 sack, 1 interception, 186 yards, at a 55-yard touchdown, and then that interception as well. The sack was for 8 yards. On the receiver side, Paul Hale, excellent first half, 8 receptions, 103 yards, and that 55-yard touchdown as well. Evan Snyder, 4 for 9 and 80 yards, his longest 20 and 28. Luke Ryan, 1 for 2. Have not gotten the ball yet to Carson Watkins or anybody else through the air. Shamokin has done a good job to hold it to just those 3 guys through the air for the Bulldogs. And on the defensive side, Bo Sechrist leads the way. 6 individual tackles, 4 assists as well. Tackles for loss, Brody Herr, half a sack. Evan Snyder, half a sack. Slate Sechrist, 2 tackles for loss as well. Again, all of those stats brought to you each and every week by Coach Chris Davis. We appreciate that. Jim Carpenter as well, giving us the first half time of possession. Jersey 4, 11:22. Shamokin 12:38. So a little bit more balanced than we thought, but he mentioned 7:02 of that possession in the second quarter. So Shamokin certainly controlled the offensive side in quarter number 2. Plays pretty even. Jersey Shore ends up with a few more, 38-32. So again, thanks to Jim Carpenter for the time of possession and plays of the game. We appreciate it very, very much. We are here at our Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting halftime show. We're going to take our next commercial break. We'll be back. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Get ready to hit the road with these great trips in September through Susquehanna Trailways. Spend September 18th at the Seneca Allegheny Casino. 3 days at Villa Roma, September 22nd through 24th, or enjoy the Bloomsburg Fair, September 23rd. Remember, Susquehanna gift cards are always available, and make sure you're on the mailing list. Update your mailing address. Check the Susquehanna Trailways Facebook page and website for more information for great trips in September.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your local Erie agent is Brigandy, Gleghorn, and Hafley. Get a quote today.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The pros at Pine Creek Seed Farm support Jersey Shore sports, providing better seed for a better bottom line. A deep-rooted, family-owned history, unrivaled expertise, reliable delivery, and outstanding condition. When you think seed, think Pine Creek Seed Farm in Jersey Shore. We stand out from the rest. 570-599-6949, Pine Creek Seed Farm, ready to bring you 4 weekends of fun this October with our annual corn maze. Keep listening to The Bear and look in the September Good News magazine.
Starting September 2nd, Blaze Alexander Kia will begin an extensive remodel. This is a major project. We will be losing a great deal of lot space as the project will be fenced in. Kia has given us extra incentives to help us move inventory. This is not a sales pitch. I have over 180 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock, and I'll only have display space for approximately 60 vehicles. Let our problem be your solution. The improvements will make it all worthwhile. Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, taking the deals the other guys definitely don't want.
Now is the time to reserve space for your pup at Sweet Dreams Pet Resort on Sunrise Lane in Mill Hall for this fall and winter. Individual indoor suites for your best friend featuring raised dog beds, grooming on site, air conditioning, radiant heat, and outdoor playground. Take advantage of weekday doggy daycare 570-377-0340. Fully licensed and insured, fully staffed on-site security at all times. Online at SweetDreamsPetResort.com. Find us on Facebook, Sweet Dreams, where we treat your dog like family.
Your destination for Kubota is Daughter Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64. Soon the cool down will begin and fall chores will be the order of the day. Daughter Equipment knows that and has a fantastic selection of Kubotas in stock to handle everything from mowing grass to pushing snow. Kubota has the best quality equipment from tractors of all sizes, side-by-sides, track hose, skid steer loaders, and even farm equipment. For everything from Kubota, visit Daughter Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, certified financial planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Did you know you can watch all your favorite crime shows for free on Pluto TV?
Totally free?
Totally free. They've got CSI New York, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods, Tracker, FBI, SWAT, all for free.
There's something suspicious going on here.
Nothing suspicious, just hundreds of free crime shows. On Pluto TV, crime never pays, and neither do I.
Pluto TV.
Stream now, pay never.
Life moves pretty fast, and so does technology. So we should be proud that after over 40 years, Reese's Print Shop in Lock Haven still provides excellent work for everyone in Bear Country. So many other print shops have closed their doors, but Randy Reese still offers digital and offset printing at competitive prices, and they're fast. Reese's Print Shop, 7 East Main Street, Lock Haven. Stop in, email randy@reesesprintshop.com or call 570-748-6528. Reese's Print Shop. See what we can do for you or your company.
I got my together.
I got my together.
I got my together.
Just say it. You can get your shots together too. Your COVID-19 shot and your flu shot at the same visit as recommended by the CDC.
I got my shots together.
Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both.
Are you getting your together?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's a little bit of country in downtown Jersey Shore. Country Berry Shack on Allegheny Street holding their fall open house this coming Saturday. Join Lyra for lots of fun as you see what's new for 2024. Register for a special drawing, sample dips, and take advantage of in-store specials. Fall open house at Country Berry Shack, 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore, Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Country Berry Shack, 570-398-5688. Proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Stay tuned. I'll tell you, stay tuned tonight. The Bulldogs are in a barn burner. Second half to start here. Shamokin receiving. 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This is a short one. It's going to drop. No, it's going to be returned by number 5. Bickert back across this side. Cuts it back up the middle. He's still on his feet. And put down by number 9. That's Pauling on the tackle. But again, excellent field position. You know, that kick was awfully short. And you know, that 35-plus yard line is bonus. I call it bonus yards. When you get out to the 40, excellent field position on the kickoff.
That's a solid job by Bickert to catch that on the run, and then good return. Shamokin begins his second half trailing by 6, first offensive drive.
Last touchdown by Chase Pencil, explosive deep ball, 11:51. The Dogs jump, and so Shamokin goes into halftime and says, hey, let's change our cadence a little bit. And one of the tangible things they're in control of is that cadence offensively. The Dogs jump, so now it's going to bring up a nice first down and 5.
Don't be surprised to see them stretch the field there, try to go to the pencil.
In the flats, wide open. Paul Hales there wraps up. First down, that pass completed. We didn't call his number much. Benjamin Delbaugh, the senior, he's 6'3", 180. So between a tight end at 6'4", who splits out, to Delbaugh, who's 6'3", boy, they got some big targets.
Stretch it out just like Jersey Shore does, sidelines to sidelines. They tried to get the ball to Delbaugh earlier in the ball game and were not successful. Good conversion there into Jersey Shore territory, first down at the 45.
Twins left. Single right. Pencil. Up the middle to Gink. Wide open up the middle. Good blocking. 5 yards on that first down. So they are definitely not behind the chains to start the second half.
Well, Shamokin feels that they can run the football. They've done so in all of their 3 victories coming into tonight's ball game. And when, again, just like Jersey Shore, when you spread the field, opens up those gaps just a little bit. And they have 2 running backs, Gink and Clinton, who's in the ball game now, that can really pound it.
The Dogs need a turnover. Second down and 4. Pencil right to left. It's going to be a keeper by Logan Steele, but he's tackled for a loss. Big pressure that time on the outside. I believe Slate Sechrist got there.
Not sure if that was Slate or Bo Sechrist, but a super tackle for a loss. I don't think it changes anything, although they punted it away. It sends up about 3rd and 6 for the Indians. Bulldog defense led by Alex Jackson, 5'2", looking to turn them away.
Talk about this possibly coming down to 1 or 2 plays. Who makes the big play? Who avoids the turnover game? 3rd down and 6. Logan Steele in the shotgun. Singles left and right. It's going to roll right. Wide open. It's going to go deep to Pencil. Pencil's open. An excellent throw on the run from Logan Steele to Chase Pencil. No timing issues on that sequence.
Oh, it's impressive because they're giving him enough time. The pressure from the backside came from Paul Hale, not able to get to him. I tell you, Pencil's a good receiver. Steele can really deliver it on the run.
10 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter, 2014 Dogs, but 1st and 10, 26-yard line. Logan Steele in this offense. Hands off to the big running back. Lots of room. He stood up, finally pushed back at the 20, but not till a pickup of roughly 6 yards on that first down. So each of the last series, Doug, there's been 5 or 6 yards gained on first down, which really makes your playbook open up.
Shamokin very confident, and you would think they should be coming in at 3-0, putting points on the board, basically at will in those first couple ball games. They feel they can score on anybody no matter how good your defense is.
Delbaugh split wide 15, number 1 to the left side is Price. To the flats, to Delbaugh. Delbaugh gets the first down and more. Jersey Shore desperately needs a turnover or something right here because Shamokin imposing their will on this 5-2 Bulldog defense with running game, precision passing, and able really, on this particular series, this drive, to do whatever they want to do.
Well, the Shamokin offense, good as advertised. Just like Jersey Shore, they have 4, 5, 6 guys that can share the ball on the offensive side, running and passing. And you have a sophomore quarterback in Logan Steele who's tremendously comfortable in there making those decisions.
Hey, like you said, good quarterback, 3 or 4 receivers, 2 solid running backs, in a line that isn't gassed right now, in decent shape. And again, they've been on the field. This, again, right now is a 4 to 5 minute drive. Logan Steele 1st and 10, 12-yard line. Hands to Gink. He's got a big hole. It closes quickly, but not until a pickup of 3 or 4.
And you started that series 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 12. Give him 6 there down to the 6-yard line. So the guys up front for the Indians really doing a nice job getting the gaps that they need to allow Gink on that drive, on that carry, to pick up a nice first down.
That particular play, Slade Sechrist double-teamed on the edge out here. Really, really busy on that line. 5-2 in the gun. Logan Steele all night in the shotgun. Hands off to the big back up the middle. He's got lots of room. He's going to be in. Touchdown. Shamokin. That carry by number 21, Zakeem Clinton. And what we're noticing up the middle, Doug, is when the Dogs are able to get pressure in the backfield and make contact with the tailbacks 2 or 3 yards deep, what ends up happening is they stop the surge. But that time, number 21, Zakeem Clinton, able to get 3 or 4 yards of a full head of steam, and he's a human wrecking ball at that point. Hold is down, kick is up, kick is good. So Chase Pencil with the PAT, he looks really good tonight. And for the first time, Shamokin leads 21-20 here at Thompson Street, Week 4. These two teams come in tonight 3-0. This has turned into the war at the Shore.
No surprise that Shamokin comes back, ties it, and then with the PAT takes the lead. Talked about it in the pregame. This is a very good ball club, probably the best Shamokin team we've seen in a decade. They're well coached. They've got athletes. They've got guys who can separate and make dynamic plays. So does Shore. They're going to have to respond here as Shamokin has definitely grabbed the momentum here early in this third quarter. 8:09 to go. The Indians of Shamokin 21. Jersey Shore Bulldogs 20.
I think the most impressive thing for the Dogs in the first half was the sharing of the wealth at receiver. They've stopped the option game. The Bulldogs not able to run, but that particular series for Shamokin could run, could throw, could do what they wanted to do, and the 5-2 had no answer. Kickoff here by number 6. It's low. It's Zeke Sechrist. Picks it up. He cuts back outside. Makes a cut back inside. Out to the 35-yard line. Nice job by Zeke to get 10 or 15 yards on that return. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Good vision there. Took it on the big hop. Pretty decent field position. Now, if you're the Jersey Shore deep offense, you want to get back on track. If you're the Shamokin defense, you want to continue the pressure and really put it on the Bulldog offense.
We'll see what adjustments this Shamokin defense made at halftime. Elijah Jordan rolls right. Sits down in the zone. Evan Snyder makes the catch. Nice catch by Evan Snyder coming back to the football for 8 or 9 yards. We'll see where they mark him down.
Official right at the sticks, and they motion him forward, so just enough 10 yards. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Good delivery there by Jordan, but really nice sliding catch by Evan Snyder.
I think you're going to see Paul Hale get vertical. I think right now they haven't had an answer here on the flats. They're pressing man-to-man coverage out here on Paul Hale. Elijah Jordan, he's all alone, down the sideline, makes a cutback, picks up 8 yards. Again, they give him a really nice spot at the end of that. We'll see where they mark it. Maybe another 1st down.
Really solid block out on the right side of that
They're going to move the
end
chains.
by Zach Meyer, number 72, leading the way. Wide receivers also, Evan Snyder, good block there. Turn that into a gain of 10. Elijah Jordan picks up another Bulldog 1st down.
Offensively, the Dogs moving fast. 1st and 10, 46-yard line. Elijah Jordan shotgun. Brody Hurst single back, gets the handoff. Up the middle, all alone. Track meet. Down. 17-yard pickup. Big run, big burst, big hole.
Really good play variety there. Ran it to the outside, threw it to the outside first, and then boom, right up the middle. Quick hitter, Brody Hurst.
1st and 10, the Dogs on the run. Hands off. No, he keeps it. Elijah Jordan makes a cutback. He's got to hold on to the football.
Well, I tell you, he is shifty. I'd say he runs hard. All of the Bulldog runners over the past number of years certainly do, but Elijah Jordan not only can juke and jab, but boy, he can lower that shoulder and power as well.
You know, the biggest thing you talked about, no turnovers right there. Very close to an Elijah Jordan turnover. Mason Larson got on that football. 2nd and 2. Jordan in the gun. Hands off, up the middle. No, that was Pauling to Jordan. We'll see who carried the rock there.
I think that was Brody Hurst.
It was Brody Hurst.
Yep.
I saw a number 1, and I wasn't sure if it was 11 or 1. That's 1st and 10. They're trying to rip and strip the football. 15-yard line. Elijah Jordan's going to keep it. Does he bounce it? Gets outside, gets a couple, down to roughly the 12-yard line. We'll see where they mark him out. Pick up a 3.
Bickett number 5. Good support on the run. Have to be impressed. The defensive backs for Shamokin, very aggressive, coming up to support the run game on the defense.
2nd down and 8. They're going to give him 2. They're going to run it again. Brody Hurst. Nowhere to go, but gets down inside the 10. So that's a pickup of 4. We'll see where they spot it.
Kurt, solid tackle, number 66, coming out of the ball game. Bulldog going to the running game on this drive.
Inside that red zone. 3rd down and 3. Elijah Jordan's going to keep it. He's going to keep it as he get out of bounds. He does, but he's lost. He's got to throw that ball away.
Got to throw that away, Elijah. Yeah, can't take that loss. That was 3rd and 3. That's a good job by the Shamokin defense to not give Elijah Jordan any visual lanes to look down the field. So 3rd and 3, loss of a couple there. They haven't updated that sideline marker. 4th and 9.
4th and 9. Left to right goes Carson Watkins. Elijah Jordan's going to keep it. He's going to go back to Paul Hill, wide open in the middle. Paul Hill makes a catch. Touchdown, skinny post. Touchdown, skinny post, Paul Hill, backside. Big play.
Now you loaded everything to the right side, and you had run the last couple plays to the right side. There, all you have to do as a receiver is get the inside position, and he did. And Elijah Jordan, no hesitation, good delivery, 5:41 mark. They deliver on 4th down, retake the lead, 26-21, the Her PAT coming up.
You know, I'd like to talk to Coach Hale. You use a lifeline. Is this where you go for 2? Because I see them lining up for 1. And to be honest, with Shamokin being able to score like they've scored tonight, I know this could turn out to be, this can go from a very conservative sort of first half, Doug, to a wide open barn burner because defensively neither team's had an answer in the second half.
Offenses have looked really, really good. again, a lot of players on both sides, particularly for the Bulldogs, about 8 that play both ways. Fatigue certainly could come into play. Coach Gravish takes the timeout. Wouldn't be surprised if you go for 2 because that would get it back to a 7-point lead. I thought they might do that earlier in the first half, but now why not take a chance on that? They did that last week in the game against Steelers Grove. Went for 2. Elijah Jordan was able to run it in for the 2-point conversion. Have to see what they do here after the timeout and conversation. Coach Gravish still talking to Evan Snyder. Have to think they're going to look his way as well.
Yeah, what a second half. I'm telling you what, your head's got to be on a swivel. We're going east to west and quick. This has turned out to be an exciting Friday Night Lights. 5:41 to go. PAT. Elijah Jordan in the gun, trips right. They're going for 2. He rolls right. Does he find a man? Nobody home. He's going to try to buy time. Throws it back. Touch. It is. It's caught. It's caught. Who is it? Is it Severino? Number 14. That's Severino. We haven't called his name since Dallas, but he knows that end zone.
That's a great job by Severino to find a hole in the zone. Saw that his quarterback was under pressure. Obviously, we've seen Elijah Jordan scramble around, but that's a big PAT 2-point conversion. Jordan to Severino stretches back out the lead. The Bulldogs retake it 28-21, 5:32 to go here. Second quarter, the war in the shore continues.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, you better buckle up, put your seatbelt on tonight. Get that chin strap. Get that mouth guard in because this has turned out to be absolutely first class. I mean, we thought we were traveling coach, Doug, tonight. We're traveling first class, and the beverage carts come around. So the reality is this. What I like about Shamokin tonight, and we want to give praise where praise is due, they seem much, much more disciplined as a program, very well coached, and they have pieces. Well, Shamokin's always had athletes. The issue with Shamokin has been, are they mentally going to stay in the game? Are they going to utilize the talent they have, and are they going to play disciplined enough football to not be hyper-penalized? Shamokin came to play tonight. 28-21 Dogs. That's a squib. It's off number 10, and he's down. So, again, 35-yard line. I don't think I've seen 3 ways to Sunday, Doug, on how to start a drive at the 35. We've seen deep kicks. We've seen short kicks.
Andre Bell, number 10, recovers the squib kick by Brody Herr. Joe's Equipment, again, our kickoff sponsor all season long. Give them a call, 570-398-1391. Cement Drive, Jersey Shore, steel parts, service, equipment for all your outdoor project need. Kickoffs all season brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Indians take over, now trailing by 7. Bulldogs 28-21.
Logan Steele looking to steal the show tonight, doing some great things at quarterback. Only a sophomore. They got the twins out left. Delball goes right to left, number 15. 1st and 10, handoff to Gink inside. He makes a cutback. Gets outside, he's quick. Zeke Sechrist, I wasn't sure if he was cramping up. Boy, that turf's just starting to come up in chunks.
Ginky's not a big guy. He's 5'9", 160. Very, very quick, though. Good change of direction there, right in the hole. Turns that into a gain of 8 on first down. Very impressed. The Shamokin running game taking over here in the third quarter for their offense.
The Dogs have just got to get some pressure. They went into halftime and figured out how to get a hat on a hat. These Indians doing a great job up front blocking. 2nd and 2. It's going to go up deep, wide open. Paul Hale.
Oh, wow. That was pretty good coverage.
To me, I don't know how that flag gets thrown. I look at it this way. Delball and him. Delball never got separation.
Oh, so not pass interference, sideline warning. Okay. I did not think that was pass interference. Again, obviously we're the Jersey Shore Bulldog broadcast team. We try not to be too much one-sided, but I thought that was great coverage. Hale against Delball. So no penalty there. Sideline warning. Bulldogs will take that anytime.
Yeah, I'm just confused. The officials are trying to talk about maybe the spot. Okay, well,
that's where it was, yeah.
That's where it goes. It's where you were on second down. The sideline warning, and the unique part about that, Doug, was it happened right where the pass was broken up by Paul Hale. So no flag on the play. Coach for Shamokin wants an explanation.
Okay. And he's not arguing. He agrees. He understands.
No, I'll tell you what. we all wanted an explanation, not just the Shamokin coaching staff. So 3rd down and 2. They're shifting up front, and they move. Man, I thought we were doing musical chairs there for a second.
One of the first times we've really seen Shuey lined up in that tight end position he has in this third quarter to try and run the football. That's a big penalty, though. That takes it from 3rd and a very short 2 to 3rd and a legitimate 7. Probably changes the play call.
Yeah, very well might. Now you go from we can pound a rock, maybe risk the 4th and a half yard kind of thing, to 3rd down and 7. You're now back further into your own territory, 39-yard line. Look for them to try to do something versatile up top. Snap is back, Logan Steele, lots of pressure. Goes deep. Another nice pitch and catch.
Wow, that's a great catch. That's great coverage there by Elijah Jordan. Ball right on the money, but that's a super catch by Pencil for the first down.
It's a great catch, Doug. The issue is the corners are up, and what Pencil is doing is sitting down between the safety and the corner. And another nice pass. Elijah Jordan dinged up a little bit on that play as well. He's frustrated. Plays a lot of reps both offensively and defensively. Huge first down for the Indians. Logan Steele hands off to the big running back. He's going for a sleigh ride. 55 on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Talon Lope, super job from the inside position. Got him right at the line of scrimmage. Horse collar brings him down, baby.
I'll tell you what, Lope went for 3 yards on that. I don't know if a defensive lineman can have.
Two good teams here, Nate. I'll tell you, 3-0. Both teams know they can do things on the offensive and defensive side. They are going at each other just like you would expect undefeated teams here early in the season.
Well, it's a prize fight. We're going 12 rounds. The war at the shore. Logan Steele in the gun. He's going to hand off. It's a reverse. It's a flea flicker. Wide open. Nobody home.
Yeah, but you know what? They'll take that. Elijah Jordan didn't know where the ball was. They'll take that. Bump him. That would have been a touchdown otherwise. So you take the contact as they do a nice flea flicker play, do the Shamokin Indians to free up Shuey on the play. So nice trickery there. Penalty coming out will give the Indians another first down.
I'll tell you something, Doug. I feel like we're watching a little sandlot football tonight. You go back to the huddle, you draw it up in the dirt, and, man, that was a nice. It was really a handoff, an end around, fake jet, back to Logan Steele, a quarterback. And if you don't make that play, let's face it, Jensen Shuey's going to walk into the end zone with that touchdown.
No question. And like I said, Elijah Jordan didn't know where the football was, so he did the next best thing, just run into the receiver that you knew had gotten behind you on that flea flicker type play. You'll take that penalty. You don't like penalties at any time, but you'll take that one, not giving up the 6 points.
Big play. Elijah Jordan at 5'9", went up against Paul Bunyan there at 6'4", and it looked dirty. It wasn't. He's just trying to break a pass play up. He was so far behind the play, was already in the run support package. But Shamokin pulling out a wrinkle, a nice wrinkle.
Have to be impressed by Shamokin, no matter what the outcome tonight. Well-coached team. Saved that play for a special location, gives the Indians a first down at the Bulldog 25.
3:31, 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Logan Steele, double ball to the right. Pencil split out wide left. In motion comes Price. Goes to the flats. Wide open, gets a block. Pencil down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough. Pencil is so hard on that. Even though Jersey Shore runs that well, Steele gets that out so quickly, you just can't catch up to Pencil. He is fast. Turns that into another Shamokin first down in the red zone at the 13.
Well, and give credit to Shamokin. They're well coached this year. Dallas did the same thing. In that 5-2, your corners are on an island for the Bulldogs defense. You don't have a lot of time to throw. Why hold on to the ball? Steele doing a great job of getting the football out. Twins left double ball, right to left motion. It's 1st and 10. 14-yard line. Logan's going to keep it. Steele down around the outside. Does he get outside? Evan Slater. He's too quick. 10-5. Touchdown. Logan Steele. Shamokin into the end zone. We talked about wheels. When it comes down to that 40 time and that lateral speed, Logan Steele does it with his feet. Beautiful run. Well designed. Got the corner. Able to contain the defensive end for the Bulldog defense. And Shamokin tacks on Another 6.
First time we've really seen Steele with his feet make a difference there. Nice 13-yard run to the corner of the end zone. Pencil has a chance to tie it up here with the PAT. 2:51 to go here, third quarter. Teams trading points. Indians have a chance to tie it.
Long snaps down, hold is up, kick is wide. It's wide. Huge break for the Bulldogs. I'll tell you what, the Dogs got to reel it back in right now. We're seeing a little bit of chit-chat at the end of the play and let the play do the talking. That is a big miss, though, for Shamokin. Chase, we look at the kicks there coming off Chase Pencil's foot all night long. That one just goes wide, so the Dogs miss early, get the 2-point conversion, and he misses late.
Yeah, just going to say, Nate, Herr missed early, but they were able to recover that point with the Jordan to Severino 2-point conversion on the last touchdown drive. There, Shamokin does a great job. Penalty aids it as well on that drive. Logan Steele takes it in from 13 yards out, 2:51 to go here, third quarter. Good drive by Shamokin, but the pencil mitts on the PAT allows the Bulldogs to continue to lead 28-27 here in the third. Again, kickoff coming up from Shamokin, our Joe's Equipment kickoff brought to you all season long. Give the guys a call, Steel Product Service. Aaron and her crew, Joe's Equipment kickoff.
And from Renova to Mexico, from California to the Carolinas, we're so thankful you're tuning in tonight. Kickoff. This one's on a rope. Zeke Sechrist, 20, 25, cuts back. Out to close to the 30-yard line. So a nice job of Zeke just to get north and south, get as much as he could. Unique kickoff there. It's almost like it's shorter. He was kicking off to the 5-yard line earlier tonight, and I think they're trying to keep it away from our deeper guys.
No question, trying to get it to the guys up front that probably are supposed to be blockers that don't have as much speed or elusiveness. But a good return there, decent field position, just inside the 30 at the Bulldog 29, 2:43 to go. Bulldogs lead by a point, 28-27.
Boy, Shamokin pressing Elijah Jordan the gun. Everybody in the box, even the corners are tight. Fakes the handoff, up to Brody Herr. He gets met by number 57. Brody Herr just ran into 350 pounds of Lamar Billboard. What a big guy.
And Glover, and I tell you what, he's 350, and you would think he can't move. He can move.
Oh, I'm impressed. When he came out to warm up tonight, I thought, how's this guy going to move? I mean, the ground shakes under his feet, but he does. He's nimble. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. Elijah Jordan trips left. He's going to roll right. Evan Snyder fakes a sit down. He's wide open. Oh! Evan Snyder was wide open. Elijah Jordan chose to go to Severino underneath on the skinny post. That almost came back to haunt the Bulldogs. If that's caught, that's 2 interceptions that Shamokin's left on the field tonight, and that really hurts.
But he had Severino open, just threw that one high. If he gets it down where Trent can have a chance to catch it, that's a first down for the Bulldogs.
3rd down and 9 in the gun. Elijah Jordan, he has time. Paul Hale's wide open over the middle. Paul Hale.
That's good defense there by Bell. 1-on-1 against Paul Hale. Good position. Both athletes had a chance to make a play on the football. Bell comes up to knock that one away. And boy, Shamokin, the defense, turns the Bulldogs away. They feel they have taken control here in the third quarter. But Jersey Shore still leads by 1, 28-27, 2:02 to go.
Big down here right now. If you're the kicking team here for the Dogs, you really want to do your best to keep the ball away. I'd go back to the rugby style. The Australian rules kicks where you hope to get some rollout and avoid the big return. This one's short and out of bounds. That's going to be marked out probably closer to midfield. We'll see where they get this. Yep, 49-yard line. So really a net of 21 on that punt.
So now if you're the Bulldog defense, Alex Jackson, you've got to make some adjustments because the Indians really have put together multiple drives here in quarter number 2 to get within the point. Really, the game should be tied with the good PAT on that last touchdown scoring drive for the Indians. Have to make some adjustments here, see what you can do.
Well, the Dogs gave them the 40-yard line to start the second half, and for Shamokin, it's been midfield. The battle of field position has been theirs tonight, second half. Handoff up the middle, it's Gink. He's got room, and again, 5, 6, 7 yards. All he did was tiptoe. He was very patient on that run.
Nice lane right up the middle, led by number 75. Chicatano leads the way. That first down run has been critical in the third quarter for Shamokin.
Well, the issue is when you're never behind the chains, it's hard to pin your ears back and get pressure. They've had second and fairly short and reasonable the whole night. So they're going to have to make some adjustments, as you said. Chase Pencil split out wide here to the right. Logan Steele, right to left goes Pencil. Hands off to Gink up the middle. Gink has a huge hole. Pickup of nearly 11 yards.
Yeah, and that's the trick. You try and slant, you try and change your gap, what you're doing on the defensive side. And if you have good running backs, which Shamokin does, they can find that gap, find that hole, turn that rush into a big gain. Indians convert 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 35.
Ryland Price, number 1, split out wide right. Delbaugh inside in the Twins package. To the left is Chase Pencil, coming left to right in the gun. Logan Steele hands off to the big back. He's got lots of room. They need to wrap. Finally getting down. Zeke Sechrist comes the whole way across the field. But at some point in time, they've got to realize to go low on him.
Clinton, I tell you, he's a big guy. We talked about 6'1", 225. Hold him to a gain of about 1. Good cleanup there by Zeke Sechrist from that left defensive end position. Shamokin's going to say, hey, we're going to take that into the fourth quarter. That'll be our last play of the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead 28-27, but Shamokin on the drive. You're listening to Bear Country Football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter back for quarter number 4. It is a barn burner here. The war in the shore. 28 Bulldogs, 27 Indians from Shamokin. Shamokin on a drive. Both teams have scored here in quarter number 3. The difference is a 2-point conversion. Elijah Jordan and Trent Severino give the Bulldogs that slim 1-point lead as the fourth quarter begins.
Yeah, we're so thankful you're tuning in. You're along for the ride tonight. One more quarter, 3 of 4 down, 12 minutes to go, 28-27 is the score. Jersey Shore up by 1 point. It's 2nd and 8 on the 34. Look for Logan Steele in this Shamokin Indian offense to go up top. He's going to roll right. Chase Pencil, wide open. Oh, nearly picked off. The first throw that was sort of errant, I thought he was going to go to Pencil in the flats, who was wide open. They decided to go up top on the flag route to Jensen Shuey. He was open, but it was thrown behind him.
Solid defense there by Elijah Jordan. When he realized the pass was a little bit off target, almost made a play on the football. So that one falls incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 8 for Shamokin.
One thing our ends have got to do is stay home. Logan Steele has been buying a lot of time tonight on the outside edge. Hands the ball up the middle. Gink wide open up the middle. Big gain. That could be a first down.
Yeah, that's definitely a first down. They've done enough, Shamokin has, to spread the field with their pass plays that Gink has gotten the lanes up the middle, so they convert. Wow, they mark them short. 4th and about a half a yard here for the Indians.
Yeah, surprised on that one too. You know, we talk about the neutrality of doing a game, and they may measure or they may call a timeout. We'll see what they do.
Coach Persing calls a timeout for Shamokin. Again, we are in quarter number 4. Bulldogs lead 28-27, 11:28 to go. Our player of the game brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport. Lots of people to pick from. Elijah Jordan, Evan Snyder have really played well on the offensive side. Bo Seekers has played really well on the defensive side for the Bulldog 5-2 defense as well. So the player of the game still going to come here. 11:28 to go in this one.
Yeah, we talk about the measurements and when they do and don't measure. And to be honest with you, on a particular play like that, I really would have assumed they would have just moved the chains. But 4th down now. And we'll see what happens. You know, the Bulldogs want to hope for an errant snap, something. They get drawn off here. Watch Logan Steele. Hands off. He gets it.
So Bulldogs got the pressure by Talon Lope, number 55, just not able to hold on. Clinton able to break free, so the Indians convert on 4th and about a half a yard. Keep the drive alive. 1st and 10, Shamokin inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it was Zakeem Clinton. It's like 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. He is a very big back. If you get him high, he'll shake you off. And he got just enough there with a 2 or 3 yard pickup for the 1st down. Move the chains, 23-yard line. Shamokin looking to go up here on the Dogs. Left to right goes Chase Pencil. Hand off to Gink up the middle. He is just very patient and very shifty.
Good job, though, by the Bulldog defense from the backside. Zeke Seekers able to come in, hold that to a short gain. Really held him to a gain of about 1. Shamokin player down on the field. Looks like a cramp. Going to get stretched out by a member of the Shamokin training staff. Annie's Fort Days, a little fireworks on our far side over the home bleachers. I read that was tonight, about 9 o'clock or so. Beautiful to see. Beautiful ball game here tonight, Nate. 2 good teams, 3-0, battling out. Still, the final decision still in jeopardy here, 10:44 to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's been an incredible night. 10:44, like you said, Doug, 28-27 Bulldogs. If you're just tuning in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of our Bear Country family. It's an incredible night tonight. Gink down right now, the running back who had 8 carries for 149 yards against Lake Lehman. He is impressive, and we've seen him as the line has made the adjustments offensively in the second half, where he gets a little bit of crack of daylight. He makes good things come to life. The Bulldogs right now able to make a good tackle, 2nd and 9, 22-yard line.
Okay, so Gink gets stretched out, has to take a play off at least. Ended up being a pretty nice defensive play, held that to a gain of only 1.
The Bulldogs need to dial it back, pin their ears back. They've got to find a way to get to Logan Steele. They haven't gotten to him all night long. Twins right. Delbaugh split wide right. Chase Pencil split wide left. Hand off to the big back up the middle. He's got too much daylight. Dragon tacklers down inside the 15. That's going to be a 1st down.
That's a solid run in the hole with Clinton. Changed direction about 3 times. Mark him short. Obviously 4-down territory for the Indians. Trying to retake the lead here. Clock running at 10 minutes left in the ball game.
This defense really has been on their heels in the second half. Just a big, strong line, explosive backs. Logan Steele is going to keep it. Pressure on the end. Nobody there. It gets out of bounds. And I'll tell you, there was a lot of grabbing going on.
Yeah, if they mark him where he is, that's a 1st down. Bulldog player not getting up after that one on the sideline. So we're going to have a break in action here, but the Indians do pick up the 1st down. 9:51 mark to go here, 4th quarter. I believe it's Paul Hale down there getting stretched out as well. So a little cramping again. A lot of players on both sides playing 2 ways, offense, defense, and special teams. So they'll take the break. A little bit of action. Going to get Coach Hale over here. A couple out-of-town scoreboard again brought to you by Susquehanna Trailways. Give them a call, 570-322-5361. Danville will go on to their win 47-8 over Central Columbia. Mount Carmel still leads Southern 7-6 in the 4th. Lewisburg still 26-20 over Hughesville. Selinsgrove going to win over Central Mountain 34-7. Warrior Run coming back, taking the lead over Bloomsburg 17-14. Bald Eagle and Tyrone tied in the 4th quarter at 21. Milton making it a game at South Williamsport 21-14. Mounties. Montoursville now leads over Mifflinburg 27-20. Lime Mountain going to win 59-13 over Halifax. Canton 38-28 over North Penn Mansfield. Dallas going to hopefully maybe get their first win of the season. 34-21 over Wilkes-Barre area. Loyalsock 47-6 over Midwest. And wow, Belfont making it a game. 21-14 Clearfield leads. Hollidaysburg going to win over Butler 24-0. They have that marked at the half. Has to be in the second half as well. So Paul Hale has to come off. stretched out, jogging off the field there with the athletic trainer for Jersey Shore. Not sure who has come in to replace him. I see Watkins, Noam Pauling, number 9. Watkins goes to the corner position on the left side of the Bulldog defense. 1st and 10, Indians.
The Dogs desperately need a turnover. Number 2, big possession guy, huge, 6'4", 240, Shuey. Logan Steele, hands off to the big back. Out around the edge, she sheds a tackler. Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him down inside the 10, around the 9.
The Indians can get a first down. That was 1st and 10 on the 13. Luke Thompson taking a knee after that play as well. Boy, big collision there on the right side with the blocker up front and then the running back as well. So fatigue coming into play, even though the weather's really good. Thought it was going to be a little bit hotter, but the sun set a little bit early, so the temperature's good. But again, just really top-level physical exertion by players on both teams.
Well, and the biggest thing we talk about, again, is time of possession. Jersey Shore's single touchdown in the second half with the 2-point conversion came so quickly. Shamokin has sustained drives, moved the chains on a consistent basis, done things on the ground and through the air. And the difference with the ground and pound is if you're a defensive player and you're getting the ground and pound, it requires a little bit more exertion than that occasional big spark play. So Shamokin really winning the battle of the trenches right now on the line of scrimmage, and that equates to the physicality you talk about, Doug, and the cramping sometimes and the injuries. So
yeah, the size and physicality of both teams, but particularly of Shamokin on the physical size part of it, has really been a factor as his game has worn on. Thompson's still getting attention. Trent Severino will replace him in the defensive side at that left defensive end position.
Well,
Thompson up, walking out with the athletic trainer, Jackie Jordan, leading the way.
Absolutely. That's good to see from Thompson. But the one thing Coach Hale was talking about at halftime, breaking down some of the X's and O's and the positional players, was Shamokin has done a really good job of isolating the defensive ends of Jersey Shore, trying to stymie the containment and giving Logan Steele just enough time to get passes off. So he gets outside that tackle box a little bit, opens things up for him. 2nd down and 5 on the 8-yard line. Like you said, they can get a first down inside the 10. Logan Steele in the gun. He's going to hand off. Big gap. They go low down to the 5-yard line. They're going to give him the 5.
That's a solid defensive play there against Clinton. Held him up, then went low. Number of players, including Elijah Jordan. Clinton comes up a little bit. Gimpy as well. 3rd and 2 from the 8 for the Indians.
The Dogs really need some form of turnover. They need to punch this ball out. What's been difficult is to get the pursuit in the backfield necessary to limit the carries of Clinton. When he gets a couple yards head of steam, he's really tough to bring down. Right to left, Delbaugh. Logan Steele behind Clinton, nowhere to go. The Bulldogs are there, they wrap up. Big loss. They're going to give him a... See, this is going to be questionable. Great.
And that was 3rd and 2 from the 5. Great defensive play there for the Bulldogs.
Great play, but they give him forward progress. Okay, so it is a loss of 4. I really thought it was going to be more like a loss of 7 or 8, so fortunate for Shamokin. They're going to try the field goal. 27-yard field goal for the Indians. Big kick tonight. It's going to be off the left foot from the right hash. Typically a little different. 4th and 6 from the 9. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good. Huge field goal. Chase Pencil, man of many talents. The Swiss Army knife for the Shamokin Indians comes up big with 3 points. The score, 30. Shamokin Indians, 28. Jersey Shore Bulldogs. The Dogs need to find a way to score down 2. A field goal would win it, or a touchdown would win it.
So the Indians convert on the drive. The Bulldogs come up with a good defensive play on that 3rd and short to force the field goal. Pencil done it all. If you're picking a player of the game for Shamokin, it's Chase Pencil. He's done everything through the air, run the football a little bit. Special teams, very, very solid. Good kick there, 27 yards, 8:05 to go in the ball game. Indians retake the lead 30-28. We hope for a good ball game, turns into a great ball game. The War at the Shore Indians lead by 2.
It's been a great night. The Dogs are not going to bend and break at the same time. We've seen them bend this year but not break. Down 2, 8:05, fourth quarter. This kick is almost an onside squib. It's caught. Severino gets back to the 37. You know, there's a situation where I thought Severino might get out of bounds, and he says, no, I'll get what I can get. And he put his head down and picked up another 7 yards. So hats off to him for the yards after the catch and the effort on that return. A very tough squib kick. Initially, I thought it was maybe an onside attempt, but it got into the second tier. Shamokin has been tough tonight. In the gun, Jordan. He keeps it. He's not going to go anywhere. Big tackle by number 11. Caden Parker, 6 foot 195, came up from the linebacker spot. He's a captain tonight. Went with the automatic quarterback draw, and you could see where Shamokin had made some adjustments.
Shamokin defense really has played well here thus far in the second half. Athletes have shown up on the field.
Right to left goes Severino. Elijah Jordan is going to roll left. Pressure. He goes deep. Intercepted. Logan Steele.
Ball was tipped and then intercepted. That's a good read by Elijah Jordan for Paul Hale, but got tipped by the defender, and then Logan Steele comes up with the INT. So the Indians turn the Bulldogs away. Jersey Shore defense, Nate, they've got to come up big here on this drive.
Well, and here was the reality as the Rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air off in the distance. It's a red, white, and blue night here at Shore. Paul Hale was wide open down the sideline, and again, Jordan threw a little bit off his back foot. Pass got deflected right into the hands of Logan Steele. Again, Paul Hale had 10 yards of separation.
Well, the defensive pressure, again, by 21 Clinton did not allow Jordan to be able to turn that body, so he had to throw it on the run. Wasn't a bad throw, but that's a good play by the defender to tip that one away to Logan Steele for the INT.
And the Dogs had got to find a way up front. Gink tries to get away. He's met for at least a 1 yard loss. Ball comes out, but Gink's on the ground. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. Loss of 1 on the play.
Good push up front there by the whole entire 5-2 defense there. Able to turn that into a short loss on the play. Clock running, under 7 minutes, 6:57 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs trail by 2.
What's tough for the Bulldogs right now is in order to contain Logan Steele, they've really brought their defensive ends out wider, which has opened up the middle ground game. And you can see how far Severino is out here right now, how far Zeke Sechrist. It's really 3 down, and they move again.
So a lot of movement on both sides of the football. But that's going to be a procedure penalty against the Indians, so that's going to set them back 5 yards. So instead of 2nd and a long 10, going to be 2nd and about 15, maybe a little bit longer. But that type of penalty, Nate, in that type of situation sets you up in that 2nd and long situation where the Bulldogs can maybe put a little pressure on the quarterback for the Indians.
Well, the biggest thing right now for the Bulldogs, they're sort of out of their element with a typical standard 5-2 where they can have the box loaded. They're not able to do that right now. We'll see if they can load the box on the 2nd and 16 and bring the heat. But they've had to have an answer for Logan Steele's footwork and the speedy game of the wide receivers. Chase Pencil, it's going to be a route down the sideline. He's wide open, all alone.
That's a really good design play because you chase Pencil, no pun intended, down the sidelines, and then Shuey pauses and goes right up the seam. Logan Steele missed him badly there, or that would have been a touchdown. Really good play design there by the coaching staff of the Indians.
Well, anytime your defensive end is trailing the play and the closest man to the football, it's a blown coverage. And so over the top, Paul Hale back into the game after being dinged up with a cramp. Bo Sechrist and Brody Hurd, linebackers. Severino along with Zeke Sechrist, your defensive ends. Safeties, Pauling, Jordan. 3rd and 16. It's a fumble. All of a sudden.
Procedure penalty against Shamokin. That's big.
You know, it just goes to show you cannot predict high school football. Shamokin had just had a drive where they literally looked like they couldn't do anything wrong, in rhythm, in sync, tempo, along with the long-standing possession. First downs to literally looking like the first week of two-a-days.
Now, if you're Shamokin, you might just take a shot down the field to either pencil or Shuey to see if you can get an interference penalty and convert this 3rd and 21 into a first down.
Absolutely. And with the legs of Logan Steele, you're always in the football game. He gives you the scramble potential of a Michael Vick. 3 down linemen left to right. Hand off to middle, up to Gink.
Surprised a little bit by that play call. I really thought they would stretch the field and take a chance. They don't. They go the safe route, does Shamokin. Brings up 4th and long. Indians will come in and punt this one away.
Right now, Jersey Shore can ill afford a penalty on this return. Take the ball wherever you get. They cannot allow him to outkick the coverage.
5:44 to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs trail by 2, 30-28. Hockenbrock on to punt this one away for the Indians.
And the biggest thing, no roughing the kicker on this. 4th down and 17, 43-yard line. Snap is back. It's high, but it gets it off. Evan Snyder makes the catch. Down the sideline, gets out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
That's fine, man. You'll take that. Clean transition, catch it, take it at the 32. 5:21 to go here, trailing by 2. Bulldog offense back on the field. We'll see what adjustments they make on the offensive side to counteract what Shamokin is doing on the defensive side.
Well, the biggest thing is Paul Hale, we talked about, was open, separation on that last pass play, but Jordan rolling to his left, right-handed quarterback, didn't have time to plant his feet with the pressure. 1st down and 10, 5:21 to go. It's a barn burner, 32-yard line. Elijah Jordan going to keep it. Nothing there.
Yeah, couldn't get any separation trying to follow Brody Herr there, but that's a super job there by Kurtz, number 66, to shut that one down along with number 13, Fenix. Good job, 2nd and long for the Bulldogs.
Well, that was the same play they ran the last series to no avail. 2nd and down and 12.
That's going to be a motion penalty against the Bulldogs. Lyman left early, so turn that 2nd and 12 into a 2nd and 17. Pressure now really building on this Bulldog offense. Important play here. Get some yards back, make it a 3rd and manageable opportunity.
All of a sudden, Doug, looks like mirror images. Both offenses can't even get in rhythm. 2nd down and a bundle. 17. Elijah Jordan.
Yeah, that's a fumble. That would be a fumble. He tried to pass that to negate the sack, but boy, the Shamokin defense comes up big. Clock continues to run. 4:25 to go here. Going to bring up a 4th and long, 3rd and long.
Elijah Jordan really tried to buy time, but you saw number 21, Johnny on the spot, was Jakeem Clinton. The razzle-dazzle came to an end. 3rd and 17, no. 3rd and 27. Evan Snyder.
Good one-on-one coverage there. Bickert against Evan Snyder. Knocked that one away, boy, right at the end. Snyder almost had a chance to make a reaction there, but the Bulldog offense comes up short. Brody Herr going to have to punt this one away. Indians have a chance to get great field position, leading by 2. Clock winds under 4 minutes. 3:58 to go. Stops on the incompletion.
Great job defensively by Shamokin. You know, Jersey Shore came out on 1st down and ran the quarterback draw, which was sort of a wasted rep. Then they went back to the air, made some mistakes, had some penalties. Now they don't have the right personnel on the field.
Yeah, delay a game going to come here against the Bulldogs, so that's going to turn it into a 4th and 35. Ball at the Jersey Shore 9. So the return man, Steele, and number 2, that's number 8, Pencil, at the Bulldog 40-yard line. Brody Herr really needs to kick it away from either one of those.
Bulldogs need a miracle right now. 3:58 to go, 4th and 35. This kick is away, and it's a boomer. Runs out. What a kick.
Brody Herr responds. Wow, unbelievable. Boy, you go from 4th and forever. Indians looking to get great field position, and Brody Herr just airmails it in a good way. Indians take over. Still good field position, but boy, Brody Herr flips the field. 1st and 10 Indians at their own 34.
That's a 57-yard punt. 57 yards. 62 yards on that punt, maybe a record. We talked about needing a miracle. The silver bullet came off the leg of Brody Herr. 3:48 to go, 1st and 10 for the Shamokin Indians. We know viewership's up tonight because it's coming down to the wire in the last bell. In the gun, Logan Steele. Dogs pressure. He's going to run it. Logan's going to run it. Up the middle, all alone. Nice run, 7-yard pickup. Clock's going to burn.
Now the first down run in the second half has been the difference for the Shamokin offense because it puts them in 2nd and short, and you can't dial it up because they can stretch the field with Pencil and Shuey. That's been the difference for the Shamokin offense in the ballgame.
And right now, they don't have to hurry. They got 20 seconds. They're going to use this clock well and wisely. They're going to burn this down if they're smart. They're going to take this down to 2 or 3 seconds of play. 3:14 to go. Clock's ticking. 2nd down and 4. Logan Steele in the shotgun. Dogs need a penalty or a turnover. Hands off to Gink. Gink waits patiently. Gets up, 1st down. See if they move the chains.
That should be a 1st down. Bulldogs are going to have to think about using their remaining timeouts here to try and slow down the Shamokin offense. Yeah, you need either 1, a turnover, which would be great, or 2, you just need to stop, have a chance to get the ball back.
Well, again, defensively tonight from a strategic standpoint, I'm no defensive coordinator, but when you're forced to move your ends 3 to 4 to 5 yards wider than you normally do to corral the speedy quarterback and the explosiveness of Shamokin. You can see right now, Severino back. Logan Steele going to keep it again, but he's got 3 or 4 yards to the 2nd tier. So the Dogs have not had an answer to the ground and pound up front, and as a result, Shamokin this whole entire second half has been 2nd and fairly short.
Yeah, just like in the last series, Steele picks up 7 yards on 1st down, bring it up 2nd and 3. Bulldogs do take a timeout. Talking about what they can do on the defensive side. Shamokin looking to ice this one away, Nate.
It's been a great night here. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog. We call it like we see it. You're going to take some lumps and bumps on the journey, but the Dogs down right now 28-30. Doesn't mean they're out. We've seen this team come back against Dallas with 48 seconds to go in the 4th quarter to win 28-21. It's never over. But the reality is this. If they can't find an answer for this ground game with Shamokin, the clock's going to run out.
Absolutely. And that's been the difference in the ball game. We just mentioned it a minute ago, particularly in the second half, 3rd and 4th quarter. The 1st down rushing plays of Shamokin has set them up just like they are now. 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, and it just gives you all kind of variety because if you take too much of a chance, they have too many athletes with Pence, Shuey, Delball to stretch that field. They'll go over your head for a big play.
Absolutely. You never know when the heavy hitter is going to come to the pencil. Or Shuey. Or Delball. Handoff Gink up the middle. He is met and stoned.
Stoned. Absolutely stoned. Wow. Nice job there. Talon Lope, Slate Secrest, Bo Secrest, Brody Herr. No gain.
And that's a play, Doug. I don't even know how. I didn't think he crossed the 50. They gave him the 50, almost 52. So he got back to the original line of scrimmage. I don't know how he did because, boy, it seemed like he got met in the backfield.
Coach Gravish doing what I would hope he would do. He calls a timeout, stops the clock, 2:22. This is the play of the ball game here. 3rd and 3 for Shamokin. You get a 1st down. Jersey Shore can't stop it. Game's over. If you take care of the football, you stop him here, you're going to have a chance with a minute and a half or so to go with the punt.
Well, and the concern tonight for the Dogs is we've seen Logan Steele get outside tackles. We've seen the bruising back of Clinton drag tacklers, and we've seen Gink wait patiently, find a crack or two, and be able to pick up some chunk yards. So we'll see what Shamokin does here. Do they stay conservative, or are they able to convert on this 3rd down and 3?
I put it in the hands of Logan Steele. See if he can convert on 3rd and 3.
Clinton in the backfield, Logan Steele in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 3. He's going to Logan Steele up the middle, Matt.
That's a heck of a play by Severini, and Owen Vandruff right there. No gain. 4th and 3. Clock will continue to run. Shamokin, if they're smart, will punt this one away, try and pin the Bulldogs deep in their own territory. About a minute and a half to go. Yeah, they'll let it run all the way down, call a timeout, take as much time as they can. They still have 21 seconds to go in the play clock, so this one's going to run down to about 140. They're going to take a timeout and then punt it away. That's a heck of a couple defensive plays there for the Bulldogs. They responded there, Nate, against the run, did exactly what we thought they might do, put it in the hands of Logan Steele and Owen Vandruff and Trent Severini right there, no gain.
1:38 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's going to be 4th down in a long 3-4.
Yeah, you don't want to, obviously, no reason to rush the punter. Watch that ball, make sure it gets snapped, because if you get an offside penalty, that's a 1st down for Shamokin. Game's over.
We talked about this game coming down to 1 or 2 plays, and for sure that seems to be what's going to happen here in the end of this game. Again, 1:38 to go. Dogs down 28-30 to Shamokin here at Thompson Street, home of your Jersey Shore Bulldogs. This has been the war at the Shore, and it's been an incredible night. Tremendous fan base here tonight. You can hear the Shamokin faithful, the band tonight. We've had fireworks from the Ennisfort historic days, and now we hope to see, you as a Bulldog fan, hope to see Evan Snyder or Elijah Jordan with their own fireworks here on this return game. The Dogs can ill afford the encroachment penalty, the offsides penalty, to give Shamokin a 1st down on this punt. They're going to long count this. No reason to jump offsides, force the punt. It's a nice kick. Evan Snyder makes the catch. Does he get outside? No. Excellent coverage again on that play. Phenomenal play by Jace Gink to make the tackle. Couldn't have been done any better. We've seen 2 incredible punts at just the right time for both Shamokin and Jersey Shore.
Hockenbrock with a great punt there. Solid tackle. But hey, the Bulldogs have a chance. 1:27 to go. Trail by 2. Bulldog offense looking to make some big plays.
We have not seen the hook and ladder all year, Doug. We'll see if we see the hook and ladder. Elijah Jordan in the shotgun. He's going to roll right. Evan Snyder. Elijah Jordan trying to get to the sideline. He does. Out to the 12. They're going to give him the 11. He ran a long way for no gain.
He had Evan Snyder initially. Didn't see him here on the right flat. Short gain. Give him 2 on that run out of bounds.
Sorry, Doug. Gain of 2. Rolls right. He's going to throw this one away. And that's wise. If you don't have anything, live to fight another rep.
And Jordan a little gimpy after that throw. I tell you, you mentioned it earlier, Ned. He's played a lot of plays. Really hasn't coming off the field. Offense, defense, and special teams. 3rd and 8 here. Have to convert in these next 2 plays.
Trips right in the shotgun, Elijah Jordan. It is 3rd and 8, 13-yard line. He's going to roll right. No pressure. He's got all day long to throw the football. Severino makes the catch. It's a 1st down. Dogs got to move quick. The clock will stop as the chains reset. 1:05. They've got a long way to go to that end zone. Ball is on the 24-yard line. Elijah Jordan gun, single receiver left, Paul Hale. It's going to go to Paul Hale immediately. It's the hook and ladder. They tried the hook and ladder. They got to stop the clock.
Good conversion on 3rd down to Severini. Boy, that's a nice play on the defensive side. Shamokin player down, so that will help. Clock is going to have to stop 43.5 seconds ago. So, boy, the injury, the cramp timeout here really aids the Bulldogs here as they're going to convert. They haven't marked it. Second down, pick up about 5 on that pass play to Paul Hale. So, 2nd and 5 at the 24 of the Bulldogs.
Did you see Paul Hale trying to lateral that?
Yeah, and Shamokin knew that and corralled him, did not allow him to get the hands out to make the pitch. So Coach Gravish talking to his offensive team, do they have a special play in there, or do they get separation either down the middle or down the sidelines? You know, if you're Shamokin, you're trying to shut off Evan Snyder and Paul Hale first, make Elijah Jordan go to one of your other receivers. And Carson Watkins has not touched the football thus far in the ball game. Have to look his way.
Well, I think right now, you know, Evan Snyder and Paul Hale have both been able to get vertical on D-backs. You got to go deep, like we talked earlier, in hopes of getting a flag, of getting a turnover, or of at least giving yourself a chance. You can ill afford right now to burn 15 seconds on a wasted play. The short passing routes are great, but if you get tackled and you don't get a first down.
And Jersey Shore, just so everyone knows, does not have a timeout remaining. So if you have a run play, which I don't think you're going to have unless it's on a scramble or a pass completion, you have to get up and either spike the football or get out of bounds. That's number 18. Connor Rosnick coming off. He actually got up one time and then went down as the cramp kicked in again. That's a well-timed timeout because, boy, Jersey Shore needed that clock to stop. Have a chance to talk about things a little bit here. 2nd and 7 from their own 27.
Twins left, twins right. Elijah Jordan in the shotgun. Let's see if he can't do something magical with his feet. Clock is starting. Snap is back. Evan Snyder all alone. They're going to go to Paul Hale. Down the sideline. Intercepted. That's the football game.
That is an unbelievable interception there by number 10, Andre Bell. That pass was right on the money for Paul Hale. Both people looking back, and Andre Bell able to get the inside position for the INT 28.4 seconds ago. That should seal it for the Shamokin Indians here on the road. That's a heck of a play.
Oh, heck of a play.
Defense.
Listen, we talked about it coming down to 1 or 2 plays tonight. When Shamokin had to make plays, they made plays. And the Bulldogs, you know, really played well tonight. People are going to say, well, we didn't play up to our best, or we didn't see the Dogs bring their A game. I would disagree. I would simply say Shamokin played well. We didn't capitalize on some things. And if you look back, Shamokin actually dropped a couple other picks. So they're in the home run position right now. Logan Steele takes a knee. That clock's going to burn. That's the ball game. The Shamokin Indians on the road win big tonight, 30-28 over the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Hats off to head coach Mark Persing in this classy program from Shamokin.
That's the first win for a PHAC team at Thompson Street Stadium since 2017 when Southern Columbia came in here and won. Shamokin comes in at 3-0. They leave at 4-0. The Bulldogs come in at 3-0. Drop this one 28-30. They go out at 3-1. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network, Bear 999 on YouTube, and CentralPASports.com.
All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands, including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, we're back. And yes, you heard that right. The Dogs are beat tonight. They lose on their own home field to the Shamokin Indians. To the Shamokin Indians, who played exceptionally well. Hey, great seeing y'all. we just want to give a shout out. Thanks for tuning in. We're not done with the program. We're going to get to the player of the game here real soon. But, as you see, we'll give it a little shot there of the Shamokin Indians. Could you do that, Vince? High school Friday Night Lights, listen. If you can't be classy in defeat, you're never ready for the postseason. I just want to take a minute and say hats off to Shamokin, because so many times, our Friday nights are spent doing other things, but this is a program on the mend, a Heartland Conference program that we want to see do well. Obviously, if you're a Bulldogs fan, you don't want to lose tonight, but you lost to a team that showed up, that played their hearts out, that made the key plays at the key times. We have nothing to hang our hats about tonight as a Bulldog fan, but we will always give credit where credit is due. Coaching staff did a nice job of preparing them for this Bulldog team tonight.
Well, you talked about it along with Coach Hale. A game like this, two very good teams, very evenly matched. Shamokin with a little bit of advantage on the physical size and number of playmakers in tonight's ball game really was the difference. They made a couple more plays. That's a beautiful INT by Andre Bell to end this ball game. I said it early in the year, Nate, with this schedule, I thought we would be very lucky, being Jersey Shore, to be 2-2 at the end of 4 games. Jersey Shore's 3-1. That's a great start to the year. First win for a PHAC team here in Thompson Street since 2017. Breaks the unbeaten streak in the PHAC at 43 games. It's been a heck of a run for Jersey Shore, but they'll get back on track next week on the road at Shikellamy. Indians win here tonight, 30-28 on the road. Heck of a ball game.
Heck of a ball game is right, Mr. Bell. Andre Bell, I see him tuning in here tonight at the Bear Country Sports Network. We appreciate you tuning in. Great pick your son just had. Again, it's been a great night. Anytime you come down to the nail biter, you come down to the last couple minutes of a football game, that was a heck of a pick to end the game. Paul Hale was open, had some separation, just didn't come down with the football. The Bulldogs have nothing to be ashamed of.
So we're going to go to the out-of-town scoreboard again, brought to you all season long by Susquehanna Trailways. Get on the bus, give them a call, 570-332-5361. Susquehanna Trailways out-of-town scoreboard. Bloomsburg losing by 10 to Warrior Run, 31-21. Bald Eagle and Tyrone still tied at 28. Canton still up by 10, 44-34 over North Penn Mansfield. Loyalsock wins 54-6 over Midwest. Danville wins big over Central Columbia, 54-8. Wow, Lewisburg, they go to 4-0, 39-20 over Hughesville. Mount Carmel, final, 7. Southern Columbia, 6, so the Red Tornadoes get a signature win there. Steelers Grove wins 41-13 over Central Mountain. Williamsport shuts out Shikellamy 20-0. Milton comes all the way back and beats South Williamsport 22-21. Montoursville wins over Mifflinburg 27-20. Ninth win there for the Warriors. Nick Severino on the call on that game. My alma mater, Lime Mountain, 59-13 over Halifax. Bellefonte plays hard but loses to Clearfield 28-14, and then Hollidaysburg wins 24-0 over Butler, and Dallas wins 41-33 over Wilkes-Barre area. Del Val plays tomorrow. Scranton Prep plays tomorrow. Again, we mentioned them because we'll see them later in the Jersey Shore schedule. Here in Thompson Street, Shamokin on the road, 30. Jersey Shore, 28. What a heck of a ball game. Indians go to 4-0. Bulldogs drop to 3-1. We're going to take our break here in the post-game show. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
And that's the difference right there.
We'll do that real quick. We'll do the stats. Oh, yeah.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, Certified Financial Planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter back here in the post-game show. Again, the Shamokin Indians go on the road and win 30-28 over the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Nate's going to bring up that time of possession. Jim Carpenter, that was really the difference in the second half. Time of possession, Shamokin 31-27, Jersey Shore 16-33. Shamokin 71 plays in the ball game. Jersey Shore 62. Nate, that's probably the first time in 5 or 6 years that an opposing team has had more plays by a significant amount than Jersey Shore.
And when you think about it, Jersey Shore had 38 plays in the first half, so 38 times 2 would have been a 76. So they limited us in the second half. I mean, they dominated the time of possession in the second half. When you look at roughly 32 minutes to 16 minutes, they doubled our time of possession, which at the end of it all is going to usually end in a loss.
Yeah, so we'll look at some offensive stats. Brody Herr ends up 9 carries, 34 yards on the ground. Elijah Jordan, 19 for 52, 2 touchdowns, both in the first half, 18 yards and 1 yard. Through the air, Jordan, 18 for 32, 230, 1 sack. Unfortunately, 3 INTs, 2 touchdowns as well, 15 yards and 3 yards, 55 yards and 3 yards on that, 15 yards on that touchdown run. Paul Hale through the air. Very good ball game, 10 for 13, 123 yards and 2 TDs, 1 for 55, and the second one for 15. Luke Ryan, 1 for 2 yards. Evan Snyder ends 5 for 11, 90 yards. And Trent Severino, 2 for 13, a 2-point conversion, which gave the Bulldogs a 28-27 lead in that fourth quarter. So the Bulldog offense, pretty productive, but not as much as last week against Selinsgrove. On the defensive side, Bo Sechrist leads the way, 8 individual tackles, 9 assists as well. But the Bulldogs do not add any tackles for loss or sacks in the second half. Big part of the game as well. Brody Herr ends up with a half a sack, Evan Snyder a half a sack, and then Slate Sechrist 2 tackles for loss, but those were all in the first half. Big difference in the ball game. Player of the game, it's a tough one. Might want to think about this one for a while because I want to look at the stats a little bit more. Again, our player of the game brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport. That's a tough one, Nate. I mean, offensive production, yes, but a lot of mistakes as well. But Shamokin really caused those mistakes. If you look just at the stats, player of the game probably goes to Elijah Jordan because he has 230 yards and 2 touchdown passes. I think it goes to Paul Hale, though. Has the catches, 55 yards, and then 15 yards as well. So our player of the game for week number 4, although in a loss, Paul Hale, nice ball game, particularly in the first half, 2 touchdowns, almost 100 yards receiving, 55 yards and 15. Our Evergreen Wealth Solutions player of the game, Paul Hale, in week number 4.
Yeah, I believe it's Paul Hale tonight. He made a couple of key touchdown catches, and it's one of those nights where when you don't have that starlet component to a player of the game, you know, when you're beaten, it really makes you think about, who really contributed. Elijah Jordan had a good night. Again, at the same time, the interceptions, they hurt, and Shamokin dropped a couple of passes tonight that would have also been picks, and maybe totaled 3 or 4 interceptions on the night. Shamokin played well on the road to drive an hour and come up here. They proved something to me tonight that, you can have great players on paper. For a moment there when the game sped up, they got hyper penalized, right? But they finally calmed down, got back in their groove, and were able to close the game out. And hats off to them with special teams that came into a crucial moment where they needed a field goal from Chase, who had just missed an extra point. You think about the parity in that's leadership. That's guys who can step up and be mentally strong in the midst of adversity. So I'm going to sign out. You're going to sign out. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We had over 5,700 views tonight. Click subscribe, click like. Join our Bear Country 999 family on YouTube. We appreciate your viewership. And most importantly, we'll see you on the road next Friday, Shikellamy, 7 p.m.
Always want to give a final thanks to our sponsors. Pregame brought to you by Country Berry Shack. Go see them in their open house tomorrow at 9 a.m. See the products they have available to you. Kickoffs all season long brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Halftime brought to you by Weary's Pine Creek Inn on Route 44 outside of Jersey Shore, 570-865-6630. And Weary's Painting and Contracting. Give them a call for all your painting, drywall, and contracting needs, 570-398-4817. The out-of-town scoreboard, Susquehanna Trailways. Get on the bus for all of your transportation needs, 570-322-5361. Out-of-town scoreboard, Susquehanna Trailways. And our player of the game, Paul Hale, week number 4, brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport, 570-601-6960. So the winning streak comes to an end for the Bulldogs, but what a heck of a ball game. The Warren Shore goes to Shamokin this year, 30. The Bulldogs, 28. Nate and I will see you on the road next week against the Braves of Shikellamy in Sunbury. Again, you're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network, Bear 999 on YouTube, and CentralPASports.com.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game against Shamokin, brought to you by the Dave Winkleman team at Anchor Realty, TLC Fuels, Napa, Dotter Equipment, Pine Creek Seed Farm, Jason Eberhardt State Farm Insurance, All Round Tire, Fager Insurance, Jiffy Market, B.A. Mikesell Electric, Ham's Disposal, Country Berry Shack, Journey Bank, Twilight Diner, Doug at Alexander Kia, Ex-Agway, Burgundy, Gleghorn and Hafley Insurance, Sweet Dreams Pet Resort, Susquehanna Trailways, Ham's Disposal, Reese's Print Shop, Evergreen Wealth Management, Hollick's Coal and Oil, and T-Mobile. Next week, the Dogs travel to Shikellamy. Pregame 6:30, kickoff at 7, 99.9 FM, streaming through Bear999.com, video through Bear Country 999 on YouTube. It's the Bear Country Sports Network, available through CentralPASports.com.